And we are live.
Okay.
Hello everyone, welcome back to Tyrion Cuthbert. Welcome back to OGS. I'm Rad, this is Spiky. And we are going to continue overanalyzing this game.
Story.
Mm-hmm.
Hell yeah. What did we do last time?
Last time we had the trial segment. We got through all of it.
Yeah.
We also spoke at length about the nature of point kill.
Oh yeah, we did do that. Did we do the long religious tirade last time, or was that time before? About like how, you know, the lectern and everything.
We keep having long religious tirades because religion keeps being a factor.
Arcane.
Now, this wouldn't be a problem if it was not a factor. Because something that isn't spoken of is one thing.
This line!
Something that's developed totally is another thing. Something that's developed slightly and poorly is very noticeable.
What is this line?
Like, if they didn't touch it, if this line wasn't hit, it would actually make more sense without this line. Because this calls into question quite a lot of stuff. So, first and foremost, Celeste saying, do you guys worship dragons in Wyvernguard? She's already separating herself from the people in Wyvernguard, despite having lived in Wyvernguard most of her life. So this implies that she's been out as a mercenary long enough to have forgotten what it's like in Wyvernguard. Because Cornhaven is absolutely a part of Wyvernguard.
Yep.
Now, if she was talking about the capital specifically, she should have said Rathome.
Yeah, because we know the capital's name.
Exactly. So she's talking about the country as a whole, despite distancing herself from the people of the country she is a part of. She is a natural-born citizen of Wyvernguard.
Yep.
So this is a very bizarre line for her to say.
Such a bizarre line.
Moreover, she's straight up wrong about it.
And also, I find it hilarious that... Well, you know, just take this line from Tyrion next, where it's a direct... It is a direct contradiction to what Eris said earlier in the same case, of saying, oh, yeah, if you even, like, if they even catch wind of you remotely not worshipping the god, they'll kill you for it. They'll execute
you know what else is wrong about it? Use the log for a second. She just said, do you guys worship dragons in Wyvernguard?
Yeah.
They don't.
They worship
a dragon. And if you think I'm splitting hairs, go up to someone from a monotheistic religion and ask them if they worship gods.
Yeah.
Do you Christians worship gods? No.
No,
we worship a god. That's what they'd say, right? We aren't not, but you know.
It's the most. I mean, well,
It's
I know
the most prominent religion. Yeah, we're retreading. We're retreading.
We're retreading, but yeah, you know,
that's our recap.
That's the recap. Yeah, worship of the celestial gods is forbidden. How do you know about them? They tell you don't worship these ones. Like,
yeah, of all places to find this information, a heavily controlled library is not where I'd expect to find any information about the celestial gods at all.
why would you find information in the school of the children of the nobles?
The most prominent school, no less.
Like, this is the place.
This is the academy.
This is the place where you're going to get all of the controlled knowledge.
Yeah.
Imagine finding, like, all of the... Imagine everywhere's got propaganda, and then you go to the
you go to the state-controlled school.
State-controlled school, and they're like...
You just go to the state-controlled, like, school in a communist country, and it's got all the secret text about capitalism in it. Like,
yeah,
you
it
wouldn't
just goes
find
like,
those.
well, you know, I mean... At the end of the day, this is basically just a power grab. Wait,
You wouldn't find that.
wait,
there.
you shouldn't be reading this, and then that's it. That's where the book ends, and you're just like, Pete, why did I just read? Like, either way, though, that's just.
It is funny to see one that says any leads, like
Any leads?
Like that's something that we generally have for, you know, the Maya character. You know,
true.
you're at the Right and Co law offices, and there's your main partner, and you've got any leads and what to do.
Yeah, I mean, well,
those are completely optional. Just
I
to
can
give you a
probably get
refresher.
that up because the Imperial Foyer is next lead, the investigation, and then for her it's
Any leads? What to do?
for it's, what is it? The other witness. Any leads? Have you had any luck finding the scene of the crime?
Unfortunately, I haven't. From the witnesses' testimonies, we have a rough idea of the route Wellwether took. But none of the rooms we've checked have any sign of a struggle. Why are you so sure that a struggle happened? I'm mainly basing that off the Yanis sisters' testimonies. Valerie in particular noticed the bleeding came from a wound in her chest. Regrettably, the body's wounds were mended. So we can't determine what kind of weapon the murderer used. Yeah, that is a problem, honestly.
Yeah.
And that's one of the that's an instance of, you know, this game's spell magic system that I have to give praise for.
Yep.
Because like I really like the like, you know, not dilemma per se, but you know, that feeling of damn,
Yeah.
damn, if only we had that information kind of thing. You know, like,
Yeah.
oh, that's a lead. That could have been a great lead if only we had it. But because mend wounds was used, damn, you know,
Yeah.
you know that feeling. That happens loads in
Yeah.
in murder mysteries, but usually it's for something more mundane than being able to magically close the wound of the victim. So yeah, I like that. I like
Yep,
that.
absolutely.
I think that's cool.
During the trial, you mentioned that another witness saw Bellwether walking around yesterday. Who is this person, and why haven't they been called to testify?
I'm sorry, but I can't tell you that.
Steelwind's posture tightened. Something was making her uneasy. You've been pretty transparent with your investigation so far.
I have no obligation to justify myself to you, nor do I have any obligation to help the opposition.
Don't we have a deal? Hiding information doesn't exactly seem fair to us.
Now, I'm...
hang on. Harriet did that literally last trial. She was out here going, yeah, I reckon it was necrotic blight. And then as soon as we proved it wasn't, she was like, oh yeah, I was just testing you guys.
Bruh. I would say one thing, and that's, you know, ordinarily I'd be saying, well, this is in contradiction with her previously established character of...
Yeah, but I mean, it's obvious that this
Yeah,
is...
in this case, that she's explicitly under duress. So yeah, saying something like, "Oh, I don't want to help the opposition," because she doesn't see the defense as the opposition.
Yeah.
Not really. Like the opposition in the sense of like they're two sides of the argument.
Yeah.
But by the sounds of things, she believes that as long as both sides are equally, you know, as long as both sides are equally prepared and have all the information,
Yeah.
the truth should come out. So logically it would make sense that her character would be that she would just tell Tyrion
Yeah.
or,
And
or her opposition
we
what
already
she
know.
knows.
We already know, and Tyrion already knows. This is just really weird. Why are you not telling me? So
Yeah.
it's not. You know, obviously it's not a plot hole or anything. It's
Yeah.
just her. It makes sense for her character under this situation of duress to want to, you know.
Yeah, I'm also down with Tyrion not being like, that isn't like you, because he doesn't really
Yeah, he
know her
doesn't
that
really
well
know her,
per
so
se.
He can't just straight up say, "Hey, that isn't like you."
But
You do it.
truth be told, I think it's a sign of, you know, good stuff from Arya's character that even without the Tyrion thing, we'd be saying this is kind of weird.
Yeah,
something's
absolutely.
up here. Even without Tyrion being like, hey, what the hell? We had a deal. I believe I've given you plenty of information already. So regardless of what I said before, the answer is still no. Her family is dangerous.
I've always caught a stray thought from her. Her family is dangerous. What does she mean by that? Is there something about this witness's family that you're worried about?
No, this could be a feint. I'm sorry, but you'll have to try harder than that if you want to bluff me.
Why would she go to such lengths to hide one witness's identity? She was perfectly fine with revealing elements of the investigation yesterday. Maybe I needed to try looking somewhere else. Or not? What?
Psychological profile. What?
Huh? Wait,
You've got a full
confused.
psychological profile, but we can't start the argument. That's really weird.
Yeah, no, okay. Oh, we're going to the locker room now. Yeah, may as well go to the locker room. Why not? We spent some time wandering through the academy. That's when we overheard conversation from a nearby room. From what I understand, Miss Steelwind has already moved the investigation elsewhere. How long must I wait before I can retrieve my things? Sorry, old-timer. Orders are orders. And then comes in around until this case is over and done with. Commander White, and the headmaster too. Oh, hello, Mr. Cuthbert. Very good.
In any case, there are other matters I must attend to. Please inform me when I can reclaim my things. Sure thing.
Looked like Commander White was standing guard in front of this locker room. It didn't look like he was conducting any sort of investigation. Was he here on Steelwind's orders? I'll be able to tell us who this secret witness was. Wait, so they all have the same locker room?
Yeah, the staff and
There's
the
the
students have the same locker
Bro, it's
room.
like, where can I get my things?
Bro, how
It's like, he has an office!
He's got the space over there. Look at all that space.
Yeah.
How are there not... How big is the room?
How are there not, what, more lockers?
Yeah, more lockers. I mean, like-
yeah.
Bro, there's loads of people here, right? Either way, I wanted to quickly mention how cool I find it. Like, I just really like in murder mysteries the non-evidence evidence, like the circumstantial evidence, I guess you could say in a way. Like, you know, Theodore Redmond coming up and be like, why can't I get my things? Now, does he just want to get his things, or is he hiding something?
Yeah,
you know what I
having-
mean? It's like,
Well, I mean,
is
that's
there
just
something going on here, or is it normal?
That's just a case of people walking around and doing things that is beyond, you know, just, I need to cover up that. It's like,
Yeah.
you know, there's some of the people in the case, most of the people, you know, most of the people other than the murderer are going to be thinking, this is annoying.
Yeah, and what I like about that is it really is on a replay or a rewatch. You know, you'll be like, oh, he was actually trying to get this.
Yeah.
Or oh, she was trying to do that.
Yeah. Right. There were several lockers in this room. It would be a waste of time to search through all of them without any leads. Should speak with Commander White first. Okay, apparently Commander White has more jurisdiction over me than Eris.
Huh? How come?
Because I just tried to examine and he went, no. Eris never stopped me from doing an action. Commander
that
White's
wasn't-
presence just said...
That wasn't Orim doing that, though, was it? That was Tyrion. Tyrion was like, there's too many lockers to check.
I just mean like, wait.
It's gonna take forever.
I just mean like, I presented to Eris and she was like, I'm not a script for you to toy around with. And then I did it again. And she was like, oh, that's weird. And then here's
Wait,
Orim
why'd I
just
say that
going-
again? Oh no, I'm a script to be toyed around with.
Or it's just death staring me like, you're going to talk to me first. Can I even present something to him?
Well, you
present
probably
some-
can present things.
Let me
to
give
him.
you...
Give him Arya.
Arya. We love presenting Arya.
Man, Steelwind's really wound up today. I don't know what her deal is. She's not normally like this. Not usually. At least not this much.
If I present him...
Hey, look, it's a bit. What? How do we not have Orim?
I can't present him. Okay. Can we present Eris?
By the way, have you seen Eris Ilmatter around? Right, Steelwind mentioned what happened. Yeah, she's really been on my case about that. Can't believe I lost her compendium. Guess it's mostly my fault. I saw her at the cemetery earlier, but I have no idea where she is now. Damn it.
What about, like... maybe he still has something to say about tomorrow.
Evidently
this,
not.
Commander White.
Sorry, kid, I don't have much to say about that.
He just doesn't care.
I know it's early days, but I do think that, you know, Phoenix Wright games tend to be a little more creative about the I can't tell you anything thing.
Oh, well, I mean, that's kind of... I think that's mostly just down to the way that some of them will... I think that's just mostly down to the way that characters in Phoenix Wright usually have a very clear gimmick. And then they just theme the, I can't do that, around the gimmick. So if there's this guy who likes eating a lot, he's probably going to be like, is that food for me? Or something like that. You know what I mean?
No, this isn't food. I'd better put it all back away. This
Like
is
they-
important evidence.
They usually do that.
Yeah.
Whereas here, we usually just get, no, I can't really tell you anything about that. Which, like, I'm fine with, because...
Yeah, you can't write dialogue for all of it.
What was the headmaster talking to you about? There's some items stored in one of the faculty lockers. Problem is, Steelwind says no one gets in or out of this room.
Oh.
Except for her and you two, I guess.
So I was about to say, bro, you already failed. You let Tyrion in.
She won't even let the other knights in here.
Don't let anyone in, except for me, Tyrion, and also Celeste.
Yeah.
Celeste as well.
Celeste
Yes,
as well? What?
Celeste as well.
Okay. Really, is that normal? Nope. Things really are when she's calling the shots, so I just go with it. Why would she give me access to the crime scene if she wasn't even letting the knights in? And also Celeste. She was letting Celeste.
And Celeste.
Me, Celeste McCoy. She wasn't. She isn't even allowing the Knights of the Inquisition within these areas. Yeah, she's just. Orem's just standing here.
I don't know what her deal is, but she's acting strange lately. She's been really paranoid, that girl. Frankly, I can't tell what's going on through her head.
You mentioned that the prosecutor has been paranoid lately. Do you think it has something to do with this case?
It started way before that. Lately, she's been using the Inquisition to investigate a lot of non-magical homicides.
Isn't that, like, illegal?
What? Wouldn't it be easier to work with the relevant law enforcement for that?
I don't know why, but she's convinced that these cases have magic involved. Every time we scan one of those crime scenes, nothing turns up. Gotta say, though, for one of those scans, I might actually agree with her.
Why'd you say that?
It's homicides. I've never seen anything like them. Probably some of the most screwed up cases I've ever handled. And I've seen some things. One of those cases, we had ourselves a disgruntled spouse. She found out that her man was going around the town with a barkeep, if you catch my meaning. Wait, what do you mean? They're making the beast with two backs.
Yo, is that an Othello reference?
Yeah, that is an Othello reference.
That's pretty classy.
Very classy. I do like an Othello reference. Good old one of the
When
big five.
Shakespeare gets referenced. Woo!
Woo!
It was two-time.
Or maybe they just know random archaic Elizabethan like slang.
Wait, it was full on slang.
I think it might have been like in use. I don't think he was doing
Oh
that.
damn! I thought he made that one. Like he made everything else.
Yeah, I mean he made some things, but I'm pretty sure I think Beast with Two Backs wasn't his. I think I think that was like a slang thing at the time. Because you know, there's some things that are like Shakespeare was using it because it was slang at the time, and we basically only hear of it because, well, he's one of the only really well-known writers of the Elizabethan period. Certainly to his degree of fame. I mean, everyone knows who Shakespeare is,
Yep.
but like naming another Elizabethan writer is like. So yeah, but some of them are just slang terms, and then some of them are wow, he just invented that one, and then today we're saying it. Or you could invent the name Miranda.
Yep, he invented the name Miranda. How weird is that? He invented a name! He just, like, that's so weird to me. Like, names are names. How do you invent them?
He invented a name of like an Italian dude,
But, like, no one's referred to, no one's
an Italian dude's daughter.
called their kid, like, Han yet.
No, that's true. Well, actually, maybe. Who knows? I don't know if anyone's called them their kid Han.
Could you go the whole way and make their middle name Solo, do you think?
Han Solo
Yeah, that's...
Stevenson. You know what?
Yeah, you're right. That is weird.
He was two-timing her.
I don't know this lingo, Orem.
Oh my god! He was a married man having sex with another woman, Tyrion!
Oh, okay.
What was that about?
Why is Tyrion?
Bozo Tyrion. I don't know this lingo, or
I don't know this lingo.
like
Like,
we're making the beast with two backs.
like okay, she was, you know,
two times.
she found out her man was going around town with a barkeep. If you catch my meaning, it's like okay, maybe he doesn't know going around town. They were making the beast with two backs. Clearly,
What?
Tyrion isn't very well read because he doesn't know the Shakespeare. He was two-timing her. That's just explicit. Whereas, like, what? Oh,
Also, we've got a lowercase g god on Celeste, which means she is a non-believer, most likely.
well, she has done that before though.
Oh, yeah.
She doesn't do that a lot.
Oh. Okay.
Anyways,
That's a shot.
you know what the spouse does?
You get to have, like, a shot of something stronger than usual, because that was in italics.
Yeah.
It's a
Anyway-
more
no,
powerful
come on.
anyways, so it's
Why
a
is
more
he-
powerful shot.
He knows at this point. He knows that the anyways
yeah.
thing happens.
Anyways, you know what the spouse does? She stalks the poor woman. Started leaving threatening notes all around where she worked. Barkeep told the city watch all about what was happening. And no matter how much they staked out the tavern, they could never catch her. Then one day the barkeep arrived home. Little did she know the spouse was waiting for her there. Poor lady never had a chance. And to tie the whole thing together, the spouse waits for her husband to get home. She cooks him a big meat pie using the barkeep's remains.
I mean, that's certainly messed up, but I don't know why you'd consider that to be magical.
Well, they said it was non-magical though.
No, but he said pretty explicitly that, oh well, if I hadn't scanned it, I wouldn't know.
As long as kids don't matter, nothing turns up. Gotta say, if it weren't for the scans, I might actually agree with her.
It's like, I can bake someone into a pie.
What? I guess.
What spell would make it more simple to bake someone into a pie?
I guess that's a fair point, honestly.
You know what I mean? Like, I understand it is a very like
also,
messed up.
We
thing.
were remiss in mentioning Tyrion not knowing the lingo. That is actually, like, love it or hate it, that's a character moment.
No, that's a fine
Tyrion.
characterization, absolutely.
And that Orim, who is, you know, consistently portrayed as more like lower class, commoner kind of person, alongside Celeste, who explicitly is a commoner. Like, it definitely makes Tyrion come across more noble.
Yeah,
in a sense.
it does.
In the sense that he does.
A bit out of touch.
He's not out. He's out of touch with what his fellow commoner is actually like, how they actually speak.
Yeah.
Which, you know, that's.
I think that's
important.
fine. I would really love to see more of Tyrion being a little bit in between the two worlds.
Yeah.
Because I'd say he honestly is. Ruby has
He's
definitely
a
got,
rich commoner.
Ruby's got money. She's
Oh,
got
yeah.
lots of money.
And it does mean that his upbringing was such that he didn't interact with that side of the common folk, so to speak. Like, they're just straight up. Like, maybe a little bit of interaction with them, I'm sure, but, like, not long term.
Yeah, no.
Because he didn't pick up the lingo.
But yeah, no. All I wanted to say about the pie thing was that
Yeah, it's not magic.
could it just I mean, yeah, I get that you want to have something. I get we want to have something that's like surprising, and yeah, you know, feeding someone a human pie is surprising, and that's oh whoa. But like, at the end of the day, that's entirely not magical, and I don't see how any of the spells at least we know would aid in any way for that.
You haven't considered prestidigitation, have you?
Oh, I forgot that. Oh yeah. You're right. Prestidigitation does do that.
Gets them every time.
Yeah. That's my bad. I didn't. I forgot prestidigitation. Oh.
One of these days, prestidigitation is going to be the key to the case.
Prestidigitation is the key to all this.
Prestidigitation is the key to all this.
But you know, joking aside, I don't see how how any of the spells we know at least could aid you in the baking process. I mean, obviously, all you need to do to make a meat pie with human meat is very similar to making a meat pie with any other animal's meat.
Perhaps we should go the other avenue.
You know, you cut up the body, but if you're already like in serial killer mode and cutting up bodies and everything, that's not going to be too much. That's not going to be that difficult.
Perhaps
humans aren't that hard to cut up compared to like other animals. If you have a little bit of cutting experience and you've got a lot of malice in you, then you're going to be doing just fine. Boom, 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 boom. Put all that. I don't really know how to bake a meat pie in the first place, but if anyone does, then you probably know how to bake a meat pie. Boom. Put the meat in the oven or whatever you do, and then poof, out comes a pie.
Which is probably why we should go from the other angle and say and ask, what does this mean about magical cases?
They're more violent than usual.
I would argue the case that's what that's saying.
Yeah, I guess so.
If a magical case is so much more commonly extremely violent, then you would see an extremely violent case and go, was there magic involved?
I guess so, yeah. So, yeah, I guess that is what it's saying.
It makes logical sense,
Yeah,
doesn't it?
that does make logical sense to me, yeah. I mean, I can't really think of any other way, like, way it could make sense, because, again, it can't, it's nothing...
Someone get this guy a new chest plate, I swear to God!
Get him a new coat, too. I mean, I don't think he has a paycheck. He's doing this for free.
I do this because I hate mages.
Yeah.
Wow, that story is pretty...
I know. Steelman thinks someone developed a new type of magic that can control people's minds. These homicides are some kind of sick test run.
Magic that can affect people's minds. I don't know why you'd assume that was magic that could affect someone's mind.
Yeah, we have a clear motive.
She's
for the
got a
person.
very clear motive.
Like, all you
Her
need
husband's
is a good
sleeping,
motive.
Like, if her husband's sleeping around, then, you know, that's... Like, you know, that
That's motive. Like,
money, you know...
if it's not about sex,
if it's not about sex, it's about
money.
money. If it's not about money, it's
money,
about
it's
sex. That's it. It's a saying for a reason. You know, sex
Like,
and money are a lot of...
Look at any murder mystery. I'm not saying all of them are, but you know, if you pick one out at random, it's probably one or the other.
Yeah.
It's probably about sex or about money.
I mean, even honing in on this particular thing of the husband cheating on her.
And there's a reason for it. It's not because like murder mystery writers are uncreative or or because it's a cliche. It's because murder is a very terrible thing to do. So you need a very strong reason to do it. And the strongest reasons to a person are going to be money or sex.
Yeah. I you know, not to say she was valid in doing it, but like I can see exactly why she would kill that woman and then feed it to her husband.
Yeah.
Because like, well, he's cheating on me with you, so I'm going to kill you, and then I'm going to feed you your body parts to him because, well, that's karmic in a way, isn't it? I mean, it's actually very karmic in a way because, you know, you're baking her into a pie and then he eats the pie. It's that, like, there's a pretty obvious through line there. And even besides that point, it's not even just human nature, it's literally animal nature.
Except the money thing.
Well, yeah, no, but what I mean is specifically this thing.
Yeah.
If your mate goes around and starts like starts going after another female, that's a very well known thing that animals do. Enemy females kill each other all the time. Enemy males do it too. If you're disrupting the mating pair, any monogamous animal just instantly goes boom, super feral. They're going to like they will maim the hell out of you. So you know, I don't know why Arya's going. I reckon this was mind control. It's like
I reckon mind control.
she's got a good reason for it.
Yeah, because mind control would... Like, there's three parts to a murder, aren't there? There's means, motive, opportunity.
Yeah. Motive's fine. They've already means is fine. They've already said she had more than enough. She had, you know.
Yeah,
she went to her. She was stalking her for ages, so of course she'd know where she lives. She went to her house, waited for her to come back home. Then opportunity, baked her into a pie. Well, that was simple because apparently she doesn't sound like she had any. You know, it doesn't sound like they had any problem with her opportunity because he just said, yeah.
Well, the murder happened at her house.
Yeah.
She was at her house at the time.
Yeah.
Like means is can you acquire the stuff needed to kill the person? Opportunity is were you at or near the location at the time the person was killed? And motive is did you actually have a reason to do it?
Yeah. And all three of those, she's kind of ticking all
she's ticking all the boxes. But what I'm trying to say is mind control would only affect that one. It wouldn't affect means and
means
not really opportunity
no.
unless we're talking about, well, I've mind controlled you to go here.
Yeah. But
it's not going to affect the means,
but
not necessarily.
Besides that, oh yeah, if she has the cooking set, she has the cooking set, you know what I mean? And not to mention magic, not to mention if you want to have this, you can actually just have Orym say, weirdest thing was they weren't exactly a close couple or anything. I mean, she was, you know, she didn't really care.
Yeah.
This had happened before, and she didn't really seem to care. You know, if
and then Tyrion or Celeste hits back with, well, maybe that was just the straw that broke the camel's back.
Yeah.
And he's like, yeah, I guess, maybe, possibly, maybe, I don't know.
Like, if it's that, then there is a bit more up for the, well, this is weird, you know. Okay, she went so violent so suddenly when previously she was like, I don't care. if that's the
Yeah,
case,
or even like, oh, they were gonna get a divorce.
they're gonna get divorced anyway, so it's not.
And it's like, oh, why would you kill someone like
yeah.
weeks before you were gonna get a divorce? Like,
Then there's
that's-
a pretty.
like, damn, did you like hate him that much? Like,
Yeah,
you
then
just
there's
you couldn't wait the last few weeks to never see him again.
There's a pretty obvious. There's room for that. Oh, was something weird at play? Was there some weird foul play going on here?
Yeah.
Right now, this honestly does just feel like. Well, I can see the through line. This happens all the time. Weird as it is to say, like
It's
people
pretty normal. It's pretty normal.
and however violent it is, I mean, people do. If you've gone to the effort of killing someone, doing weird shit with their body is really not like. That's not the most out there thing. You know what I mean? Once you've killed the person, you kind of hit that moral event horizon of, well, I've just murdered this person, so like generally people will either do one of they'll usually do one of two things: either try to burn, bury, or dispose of the body in some way so that they won't get caught, or do something dramatic with the body to prove a point. This is just the second option, but magic that can affect people's minds.
Wouldn't Mage Blight make more sense?
Mage Blight?
When a mage overuses their magic, it can have pretty bad consequences on their mind.
He's going Cyber Psycho.
Magicpsycho.
Magic Psycho.
They temporarily lose grip of reality and begin seeing things that aren't there. When a mage becomes like that, it almost never ends well. They basically become psychotic.
They basically become Magic Psychos.
They enter a frenzy and begin firing spells randomly, which only makes it worse.
Yeah, this is straight Cyber Psychosis.
Seen my fair share of Mage Blight cases, and this wasn't like that at all.
Well, for one thing, you have to be a mage. Not actually, wait. You have to be a mage who knows at least one spell.
Yeah, with
Me going psychotic from spamming prestidigitation.
Me going psychotic with Necrotic Blight.
Firing spells randomly. That doesn't end well for anyone. Firing spells randomly. That doesn't end well for anyone. Like, seriously, if that kid goes Magipsycho, that is a serious problem.
It's cooked. They're gonna need to get max stack in for that one.
But the funny thing is, that's exactly why those spells were deemed forbidden.
Yeah.
It's not for any particular reason of, the nobles wanted to control how wields the scales of power. It wasn't for
Scales of power.
But
yeah,
sorry,
no, I don't.
it wasn't because of this. It wasn't because they were trying to oppress anyone or make it impossible for them to be fought. It's because if anyone knows this spell and goes and gets mage blighted, the death toll is going to be enormous.
Yeah.
Like, imagine that happens in a populated area, like a market or something.
Yeah, I mean, I keep laughing and saying it's cyber psychosis, but I don't mean that. I don't mean that in a bad way, because like that's a fine thing to do. Having something that makes people go incredibly violent suddenly, going like rabid suddenly. That's a fine thing to. I'm fine with that as a plot thing. It's not derivative or anything of it. It's just that's a fine sort of plot device of social struggle. Of like, oh wow, what should we do with this? What can we do to like fix society effectively when this is at play? But so it's a completely fine thing to do. But one thing I would say is actually do look at how Cyberpunk treats cyberpsychosis. It's a very serious thing. And of course, it's a very it puts a lot of stigma on cyberware as a concept, because wow, if you go cyberpsychosis and then just start blowing everyone up, that's insane.
Yeah.
So that has a clear social impact. This we're kind of just getting anyway. People just go insane sometimes.
Well, as we know, most of the mages are nobility.
Yeah.
So of course there's not going to be like a social stigma of using. There can't be a social stigma of using spells.
Yeah.
While also the upper class, the protected upper class, are the near exclusive spell users.
Yeah.
So I'm fine on that front. I do think something that I'd like to see is, since spells are so carefully and well documented, it really feels like that either we should know that in say a spell compendium how much resistance they have to Mage Blight, so to speak, or failing that, can we just like be told that you have to really be spamming spells like in a really unsafe way, like really highly powered spells really quickly over a long period of time. What if we go into each room and use Repario Arcanum?
Well, no,
are we putting Celeste at risk?
Well, even then, we can actually say we have a case of it clearly not being known that, just spamming spells randomly will cause you to, get Mage Blight. Because Garrick said, it's just natural for me to go into a room and, it's dark, I'll use this spell. So,
actually,
no one went, huh?
Kids, noble kids... they go out and they go out and show off spells to their friends. They play around with their spells.
Yeah, he never. Garrett didn't come home and he was like, "Did you just?" So you were showing that girl from the village your like move, manipulate water spell.
Yes, I was, Father.
You could have gone Mage Blight. What are you doing? Like,
I mean, if like that little like psychotic break moment he had there was due to it,
he had a little bit of Mage Blight,
but like
over it for like
the symptoms don't match is the weird thing, because like, you would get over it because she said temporarily.
Oh, she did, didn't she?
But the problem is, they start firing spells randomly, which only makes it worse.
Oh, they temporarily lose grip of reality.
So getting Mage Blight is you're I don't know, maybe an hour.
Yeah.
You're completely fucking insane for an hour. But since you're firing off spells randomly, you're just restocking that timer.
Yeah. So do they just like evacuate the area or what?
If you could,
happens?
That's a
like
good question.
is Orym actually like a max stat commander and he goes in and like just slaughters
for instance,
the shit out of them?
I guess you could just kill them.
Like, does Orym go in and drop kick the hell out of these people?
I mean,
who are firing spells?
I don't know, like, because it depends on how dangerous the spell is, doesn't it?
Well,
like,
yeah, I mean,
if it's Blighto, you gotta like snipe that dude from a distance.
Yeah.
If it's like if it was Celeste from Case 1, or actually Celeste from right now, what's she gonna do? Scan areas and also power up her sword a lot?
Yeah.
Like, you could just grab her and put her in a taco,
What?
You put her in a wrap.
I guess so.
Put her in a straitjacket or something, and then she can't use any of her spells, and then, give her time to
Put her
sleep
in a
it
padded
off.
room and then boom.
Give her time to sleep it off, and then she'll be fine.
Yeah.
And actually, you're a muzzle as well, so she can't say Repario Arcanum and activate Repario Arcanum.
It's just
and then she'll be fine.
Spamming Repario Arcanum.
Then she'll be fine in an hour, and she can come out and be like, "Did I kill anyone with?" No, none of your spells are like that dangerous.
But if Wallace goes,
if Wallace goes, we are seeing a death toll of probably in the tens, maybe hundreds, if we're not lucky. Like, they'd have to get like some people with longbows to get him from a distance, because like, you've already seen how twitchy he is when he's normal.
Yeah.
Like, he'd be like, everyone's out to get me, Blighto! The kind of thing.
Yeah, he'll just be spamming Blighto.
And he'll be raising the corpses too, because he knows that.
Because he knows that.
He actually knows the raised corpse
Yeah,
spell.
he could, if he gets Mage Blight, it's game over. He will literally cause like.
That's going to be talked about for years.
How is bro going, oh no, Necromancy's got a bad name. Bro, if you go Mage Blight for even a second, you're about to like raise the city. Like, what are you talking about?
It's going to be like the most horrible like domestic terrorist event in like Wyvernguard's history, and they're going to be talking about it for years.
You're literally going to get Lucio Steelwood teleporting over and being like, bro, I want to adopt you right now. Lucio Steelwood's going to come over and be like, yeah, no, we don't kill him. I want him. He's my son now.
None of the perps were mages. The ones that were didn't even use their spells.
There were other perps?
Well, yeah, he just gave that
Yeah, he
the
just gave
pie
that
one
as
as an
the- yeah.
example.
One thing,
Oh, he's saying in general now. I see. Yeah.
one thing that each of the perps almost seemed to wake. One thing was that each of the perps almost seemed to wake up after we arrested them. All of them said things like, "It wasn't me," or "I didn't have a choice." They didn't have a choice. What could that mean?
That doesn't necessarily mean mind control. That could mean that they're being blackmailed.
They're being blackmailed, or they just. I mean, I didn't have a choice. Is like I don't think I've heard someone not say I didn't have a choice when they killed someone. That's literally.
Yeah.
I think you'll struggle to find someone
Yeah.
who never says this.
Because
Like,
most people, if they have a choice to not kill a person, they will take the not kill a person
Yeah.
choice. Not just for the moral standpoint,
Yeah.
but from the standpoint that the consequences for killing someone are generally quite large.
Yeah.
It's dangerous for you to kill a person as well.
Yeah,
Because you're not going to get away with it.
I didn't have a choice. Like, it wasn't me. Is actually less common than I didn't have a choice, I'd say. Because I didn't have a choice is such a natural response to it. Because you don't think you had a choice. You wouldn't have killed them if you had a choice.
Yeah.
But-
But you've gone for a more sensible option.
Even if
That was less
emotionally-
risky.
Even if emotionally you feel like you didn't have a choice, that still means you didn't have a choice.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like, certainly
I was
in your
lumping
eyes,
that in.
you're not going to say, "Oh, well, now that you mention it,
Now they mention it, I guess I didn't really need to
didn't
kill
need
him.
to. That's a bit awkward then,
Yeah,
isn't it?
that's a shame.
Ah, cuff me, boys. That's a bit awkward. You know, it's why the police always, you know, in interrogations and like, you have that whole concept of good cop, bad cop. You have the whole concept of people going, "Hey, listen, we just want to know why." You know,
Yeah.
like, we know you're in a stressful situation. You know, they try and reach out to you and say, "Hey, we know that things are bad for you. We know you got a little heated and you did some silly things, and then you know, one thing led to another, and here you are." They try and reach out to you like that so that you can open up and say, "Yeah, I mean, you know, it because it's easier for a person to obviously say, oh, I was a victim here too. I had to kill them because X, Y, and Z." No one's gonna just go, "You know, actually valid. I just stabbed them without thinking. Honestly, that's my bad. Yeah, that's that. I'll take that L. Honestly, I did kind of. I mean, I didn't really mean to kill him. Honestly, over the V-Bucks is kind of crazy. So that.
Not
yeah.
to mention,
no
not
one's
to
gonna
mention, not to mention that we can also include people that are under duress.
do that. Yeah.
We can include people who are like, "Oh, well, they kidnapped my kid and said I had
Yeah.
to kill this guy, or they'd kill my kid."
Yeah.
Like, I'm pretty sure most people would just like kill the guy, especially if they didn't think that the police would be able to help them.
Or any domestic battery.
Yeah,
Any of that.
I didn't have a choice.
Don't have a choice. Yeah.
Like,
I mean,
so
you're pretty obviously going to go off with self-defense for that one, honestly. So.
they didn't have a choice. What could that mean?
What
That's
could
like,
that mean?
bro,
It's not.
all of them say that.
Everyone says
Everyone
that.
says
I'd say,
that.
Think it's
They
it's
all
hard.
think they don't have a choice, or maybe they genuinely don't have a choice in the sense that they're under duress, sort of. But like,
Yeah.
I've just realised what it is that there's always bothered me about this this sprite.
Well, Orin.
Yeah,
What,
I've always
it's
thought it looked a
jawline?
little weird, but I finally get why it looks a
Why?
little weird. His outfit is rigid. Which makes it look like, oh, the thing that should be turning with him isn't turning with him or
Yeah,
something.
so, yeah. It's because his neck guard doesn't turn or anything.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I do understand. Of course, I didn't have a choice. It's kind of hard to say. I was mind controlled.
I was mind controlled.
Like it's hard for them to say something that isn't literally just I was mind controlled. But...
Imagine if they did say that though.
Yeah.
Imagine if they did say that. I wouldn't. In a world with magic, I wouldn't be surprised that people didn't try it.
Actually, honestly, if I would kind of be down for them for him to be like, yeah, there's this bunch of weird cases, and obviously, you know, they did the usual. It wasn't me and everything, but they all kept saying that they were mind controlled specifically, and like Arya's kind of starting to say Arya's kind of starting to think maybe they are, maybe this is, you know. And Orim's like, I know that, you know, people try and weasel
people try
out
all
this,
the
that, and the
time.
other. But, like, it is weird that these specific cases, we're always getting the exact same thing. They constantly say they were being mind-controlled.
Yeah,
It's
and then
like, then-
Tyrion
then
or
it would be
Celeste
a
can
bit
hit
like-
the... Oh, well, but there's no mind control spells. No one's even, like...
If
Day
they would,
one.
but they didn't have a choice. What could that mean? Literally
Good
just
question, Tyrion.
day one, you know?
That it means anything. Sometimes people can't face the things they've done.
Yeah.
It's easier to say that you had no control than to take responsibility.
Pretty much, yeah.
That wasn't a bad response from Oren.
Well, yeah, it wasn't a bad
I
response.
like
It's
that,
very true, honestly. But yeah,
I mean, when things... the thing is, when things get too psychologically bad for a person,
defense.
they will just do self-defense
Yeah, I mean,
mechanisms
the-
to stop the...
The subconscious will defend itself.
Yeah.
It'll defend the brain.
Even if it's total bullshit, it will
Yeah.
it will start believing things that just aren't true.
Well, there's things
because
like
because it's less psychologically harmful.
the brain is very, very weird. You know, like we still to this day are constantly learning about weird, strange things it can do, like fugue states.
Yeah, fugue states are bonkers.
and you know the things like
amnesia in general, honestly.
Yeah, amnesia and things like amnesia where you learn languages you shouldn't know.
Yeah.
From just you have exposure to them and then your subconscious kind of picks up on that and it learns it subtly, but you consciously don't know it. And then you have this mental break and boom, your subconscious just delivers the information to you in a big packet basically, and then you can't speak English now, you can speak Chinese. And it's like, what's going on? And so there's a lot of really weird stuff with the brain, but in this case, it's pretty obvious. Like, I'd say that Arya kind of needs to have something that connects these cases very blatantly. They
Yeah.
need to be saying something specific in the exact same way that's making her go, "Whoa, this is weird."
They also need to not be saying it was Eris Elmath. Oh, whoops,
Yeah,
whoops,
it was
whoops,
Elma.
whoops. I mean, I'm just saying, like, it seems pretty clear that she's doing that.
They kept
because, one,
saying-
she's evil. At least she keeps portraying herself as evil. 2, she has fourth wall knowledge. 3, she has an ability that rewrites the dialogue
They
in
kept
real time.
saying it wasn't me, it was Eris Ilman, and then the heads would blow up for some reason. It's very weird. Anyway, I wondered if I could mislead the commander into revealing who the secret witness is. During the trial, Steelman mentioned that someone other than Jan Hughes saw Bellwether walking around. Have you seen them around lately? We need to speak with them. Nice try, kid. Well, it was worth a shot.
Not gonna lie to you, and that one was not great.
That one was pretty like.
That was way too blatant, man.
Hey,
Hey,
you know
the
Steelman's
secret
witness?
witness? You know the secret witness? We need to go and talk to the secret witness.
He's just like,
No, you don't. Like, damn, worth a try. Dude, how dumb do you think Orim White is?
does Orim? Can you only do this conversation after you finish the Arya one? Because if so, you could literally have him go, "Oh, screw it." We go like, "Oh, screw it. I'll just do this." So we need to speak with her. Like he specifically said, "Have you seen them around lately?"
Oh, yeah.
But he knows it's a she because
Yeah.
Arya said
Her family
Arya
is very
thought
important.
her family. So, you know, he could say that, but even then, of course, Orim doesn't know.
Honestly, I couldn't tell you if I wanted to. I don't think anyone other than Steelwood knows who this witness is. I sure as hell know.
What? She's even hiding it from the Inquisition commander.
Why was she being so secretive? Seemed like the commoner didn't know who the secret witness was either.
The commander, not the commoner. What the hell?
The commoner.
Seems like this commoner over
This
here.
commoner. This isn't getting us anywhere.
Steelwood's behaviour is strange, though. Perhaps we could try analysing her behaviour. If I did that, I might be able to figure out why she was acting so
In
strangely.
before.
Wow, yeah.
Whenever the music cuts out, you know
You
that's
know
coming.
that's coming.
Let's take a moment to work through this. Steelwood's behaviour has been strange this time around. She's hiding elements of the case, even from the commander. Anyone can tell that she doesn't have much faith in him. I'm standing right here. This is the first time I've seen her hide key details of a case from him. What is motivating Steelwood to keep secrets?
The funny thing is, even though we had it, Like, I was about to say, oh, well, if Tyrion did it perfectly, then we wouldn't have this segment that we're about to have. But Orym doesn't know anyway.
Yeah.
He could have been a little more subterfuge about it, and then Orym hits... Orym either just straight up realises it, even though it was a better thing for, actually Orym's kind of smart moment, or even just straight up says, nah, actually, I'd tell you if I knew, but I don't actually know.
Yeah.
But, hey, the secret witness? Do you know where the secret witness is?
Yeah.
We'd like to talk to the secret witness. It's like, what?
There has to be a reason why she's being so secretive. Logic, arrogance, paranoia.
Paranoia.
Her actions must be driven by paranoia. She's been hoarding information about the case, after all. There's only one reason why she wouldn't utilise the Inquisition like she usually does. It's because she doesn't trust them. I hate to say it, but that doesn't really surprise me. She's always been standoffish with us. But there is one exception. Who's Steelwind trusted for this case? There are individuals whom she's trusted more than the Inquisition during this case. Tyrion and Celeste. She's let us investigate the crime scenes without any restrictions.
Yeah, I didn't notice that until now. Does she really trust us that much?
I don't think personal trust is the reason. Why does Steelwind trust us this time? We don't usually interact with her. And she's worked with the Inquisition on plenty of cases that we weren't even involved in.
The headmaster isn't capable of the Inquisition.
Poor guy.
The headmaster isn't capable of using magic. The headmaster isn't an employee of the faculty. No.
That could be, I mean...
He's already been fired, the poor guy.
Steelwind doesn't know much about us, but she does know that we aren't prone to noble corruption.
Right, you did just indict a noble last week. That was last week?
That was last week? Wow. Wow, a week! Bro, he's had multiple people try and assassinate him in a week.
Oh. Oh no.
You've saved my life countless times, Celeste. Bro, what?
That was a rough week.
That week was so... That was so fucking trenches. Meanwhile, the Inquisition usually bends to the nobility's whims. Can't argue with you there.
It's like how the Freezer saga is probably 1 week.
Yeah, true.
Like on Namek. Namek shit lasts 1 week probably.
Using my intuition, I could tell that she's worried about the witness's family. And if she's worried about corruption from the nobility, that can only mean one thing. The killer isn't a suspect. I'm not sure about that. This is inspired.
Steelwind is a noble. Wallace isn't a suspect. The witness is a noble.
The witness has to belong to a noble family. That's why she's so wary of interference.
But we're obviously not going to do anything corrupt. Why is she hiding the witness's identity from us?
I remember that thought I saw through the eye.
So regardless of what I said before, the answer is still no. Her family is dangerous.
She's worried about our safety. Yeah, I guess harassing a noble could put you in danger, but... I'm the protege of the infamous... I've nearly been assassinated multiple times this week, so it's not really, it's not that much of a problem at this point. I'm the protege of the infamous Ruby Tamora.
Yeah, it's not as if we weren't already on the nobility's bad side. You've been attacked countless times.
Bro goes out of the house and they just jump him. They're just in his bushes.
I'm sure House Pierce still has it out for us, considering he tried to assassinate you multiple times last week.
Still sending hitmen to my house.
They are definitely the ones sending those rogues into your house. This is canon!
Into my house!
Right, it's canon! We were right! It's canon! We
so...
were right!
Bro, Tyrion goes out of the house and boom, they just appear.
I'm not going to fault them for, actually setting things up correctly.
Yeah.
That was all correct. That was consistent. I'm just questioning, holy moly, dude!
Yeah!
He's been attacked multiple times this last week!
Jesus.
This isn't some plot hole, or they didn't notice, or the time skip was like smaller or bigger than we thought, or there was hyperbole going on. He straight up has been attacked multiple times.
Rogues.
They sent rogues into his house.
Bray walks into the living room and there's just like 10 men in there. He's like,
Oh, shit.
what?
Don't worry about it. I've got it under control.
This can only mean that the family we're dealing with is even more powerful than House Pierce. If the prosecutor is wary of them, they must be as powerful as the Steel ones. Wait, don't tell me you're thinking of dealing with another one of the 4 pillars.
I have to ask about that. I always hear you and Ruby say it a lot, but who are the 4 pillars?
Not Celeste.
Celeste, how do you not know?
Bray, Flintheart was like,
Cornhaven's under a rock.
education? I don't need that.
Cornhaven's under a rock, then.
It's a name people use for the 4 most powerful noble houses. They're led by the dukes and duchesses. House Freyga, House von Sanctus, House Sybil, and of course House Steelwind. The 4 of them stand at the top of Wyvernguard's hierarchy, except for the king.
So Steelwind is one of them. But there's only one Duchess right now.
I think he just meant in general.
Yeah, I guess.
I'm fine with that, because he probably just means in general they're led by dukes and duchesses. Also, we haven't seen if, you know, if William's wife is still around. She'd be a duchess. No?
The houses are Steelwind, military. Freyga, trade.
Money.
Is that trade? Money.
It's like money or something. And then House von
Von Sanctus, also money. And House Sybil, law and legislation.
What is it? Steelwind's paranoia all started after she investigated this room. There was the crime scene, and she left to follow a lead. An hour later, she came back to the lecture hall and basically booted everyone out. Her behavior changed after investigating this room. That means she's found something here.
And that something must point to a family And that something must point to a family from the 4 pillars.
A family from the 4 pillars.
The commander shifted slightly. No, Steelwind's orders say I can't snoop around on here. You two, on the other hand, don't worry, just leave it to us. Have some school records which say which locker belongs to which student. You can use it to tell whose locker you're looking at.
I like that from Orim.
What the?
Oh, there's an arcane construct. A really
No, that's
spunky looking
terrifying. What is
arcane
that?
construct in the back there.
Why has it got an aura around it? Like, why is it?
It's scary as hell. Bro, it looks like an alien robot that's about to murder
It
you.
feels like I'm in a cave, and like that's just, you know, that's the exit of the cave.
Dude,
and
you
it's
can
just-
hear the high pitch. Like you can hear a high pitched noise looking at that.
Yeah,
Jeez.
I can hear the.
Why didn't it just use the thing from before
yeah,
the profile
like,
pic?
Give me my profile pic like
Just
this.
use that. What
Hey,
the
look, there's an arcane construct. Not. Dun, dun.
Bro, it looks like something we're gonna fight in Metroid Prime.
Yeah, it does. It doesn't. Why has it got like a? I guess they must have a chest thing, but like, why has it got that? They must have a glowy chest thing, but like, look, they have glowy eyes too. So I assume. Actually, I don't want to see the glowy eyes.
If
That'd
there was
make
glowy
it worse.
eyes, I bet they had. There's a version with the glowy eyes,
And they were like, nah.
and they were
that's
like,
too
"No,
much."
this is actually really scary. Let's tone it down."
It's probably here to aid the students.
It's probably here to terrify the students.
Yes. Anyways, oh, that's a shot.
I don't
Shot.
think it's relevant to our investigation. Just in case I made a note of it in my runestone.
There's an inactive arcane construct in the academy locker room.
Here's the legend that the commander gave me. Okay, I looked carefully across the list to find the names of some notable students.
Yeah. So
Wallace Nightgrave. Warren Sybil.
I do like that. You know, he has a problem. Like that was something that only affected Case 1, and I'm glad for it. I'm glad that he didn't like continue to beef Tyrion.
Who, Oren?
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
I like that, you know.
You argue with him and then he's like, alright, there.
He's like, okay, you're chill, actually. And he definitely has a desire to find the truth. Like, he does want to know these things. He does want to solve these cases. And if that means that, you know, being a little rule bendy with it. He's okay with that, you know, a bit of the old. Well, I mean, yeah,
never said
I can't snoop around here, but I mean, here's a list that whoops you have now.
Oops, you got the list.
Oh no, you have the list of
I think it's funny that you can already tell who's the You can already tell who from this thing, because Warren, Jaden, Wallace? What? No. Wallace, Warren, and Jaden are all male names, predominantly.
I think Jaden's
Jaden's
definitely.
like-
Yeah, I
Yeah,
think that's
right.
an androgynous one.
Names change and switch and swatch. Because
Yeah.
Ashley used to be like a very
Yeah.
male name, and now it's like Resident Evil 4's fault, I reckon.
Oh, what's that? Alison as well.
Allison,
Tiffany,
yeah.
you wouldn't believe.
Yeah,
Bloody
Tiffany.
Tiffany.
Tiffany's
Tiffany
crazy.
just sounds like an American mean girl at high school. Like, oh my God, Tiffany, we have to do something about the prom, you know, like that kind of thing.
Yeah. I opened the locker with Jaden von Sanctus's ID number. Inside, I found several bottles of some kind of transparent lotion. There's nothing but lotion in here, and also a distinct smell.
Oh.
I wonder why a student would need this much lotion. Took one of these bottles to inspect it more closely.
Oh, wait, Tyrion, don't touch those with your hands.
From the label, it appears to be some kind of sanitizing liquid. It's a little strange. Well, he's at least COVID friendly.
Yeah, hand sand. He's got some hand
Got some
sand.
hand sound. It's a little strange, but it doesn't seem to be related to the case. It was the legend that the commander gave me. Looked carefully across the list. to
So
find
that
any
was
labels.
definitely another sex joke.
Yeah, two in like one. I was going to say cutscene, but what, 2 in 1 room.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, that's kind of crazy.
I like the subversion of it ending with
Yeah.
the hand sand. Like
It's actually hand sanitizer.
we're obviously like in the same boat as Celeste. We're going like, oh no,
no.
that's
We know what
lotion.
that is. That's lotion.
Oh no, that's lotion.
Unless he's just like a massive alcoholic. Like, you know, because hand sand has
Imagine you
high
just-
alcohol content. He's just downing.
Damn.
He just downs hand sanitizer. I think that would kill you because it's like 80%.
I think an extra nice touch to that would be like if Tyrion also mentioned that, like, you know, strangely enough, compared to the other lockers, this is like really clean. This locker's
Yeah.
really clean. It's spotless. It looks like it's new. Did he just move it? Did he just like come to the academy or something?
Yeah.
And then you know, then it's like, oh, never mind. He's
Yeah.
just a neat freak.
But
He's
just
he's
clean
got
freak.
bottles of hand sand
In his
thing,
locker.
In his locker, in case he runs out of hand sand. Like. Anyway, let's check another one.
I opened the locker with Warren Sybil's ID number. Inside, I found some textbooks and a neatly stacked deck of tarot cards.
Oh, it's like those cards that fortune tellers use. This fortune tellers? Is tarot real in Isengard?
Is tarot real?
Like, I mean,
Is that form of divination?
yeah, we have divination magic, so is fortune telling, like, do tarot cards actually work?
Yeah, they just actually tell you what's going on.
Like, you flip over...
Me flipping over, me like, okay, let's see what I get. Upside down devil, upside down tower, upside down death. Huh?
Uh-oh.
Wonder if this student studies divination.
Boom!
Yeah, wow, okay. Anyways, I don't think this is related
Shot!
to the case. Who's the legend that the commander gave?
That's 3 this stream.
Yeah. First case, I was like, oh, we were tweaking. There's barely any anyways.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, in this, it's like per stream
Anyways.
you're getting massive.
Anyways,
oh,
getting massive liver failure
yeah,
from this.
massive liver failure.
But, wait, what was I going to say about... Oh, yeah, he just... Like, I like that tarot actually is, like, classified as divination and stuff. I just think, like... Can we talk a little more about the fact that tarot works?
Yeah, I don't know how is that.
Like,
yeah.
that's kind of insane, isn't it?
Yeah, how does that work?
Like, bro, is it actually telling the future?
Does the Scaled Lord like? How does that work? Like, do you need a spell and the tarot deck, or what?
Well, that's
You
a
know?
good question.
Because I'd assume, well, you'd need, because otherwise that would be an
Well, they-
artificial, wouldn't it?
Yeah, good question.
Because it mimics magic and it's something
Yeah.
common to use. So.
But, oh, yeah, that's a good point. Are the fortune tellers all nobility somehow?
Because like I could do a tarot thing if I knew what I was doing. If someone told
All
me.
you need to do is memorize the meanings of the tarot. Shuffle, know how to shuffle, and make sure you're doing casino washes instead of like any other standard type of shuffling. Because the thing about shuffling tarot is you absolutely do want them to flip over and under and over and under. Like with some cards, you want them to all stay the same orientation, and you can achieve that with most shuffling methods. But with tarot, you want it to be flipping over and under. You want to flip it around and around and around and around, and not know which way is up. Because you want to dramatically flip over.
Just flipping them all around to inverted, and then just staring you dead in the eyes.
While you do like a few bridge shuffles.
Yeah, and I'm just like, oh, well, let's see what you have.
But-
all inverted.
Oh no, what a shame. But like, that's so when you dramatically turn over the death tarot for and then the action movie hero goes stares at it like oh no, and then you get to be like no, it's upright.
No, it's upright. That means
Good
positive
change. Positive change is coming to your life. Oh right, okay. I really wish they'd actually do it upside down.
Yeah, they so often get the tarot thing wrong and do like and just
Death?
actually do death.
Oh no!
Oh no! And then there's just like an inverted lovers over there, and they're just like not focusing on that. Let's just put that to the side.
It's like it's like lovers will just be there and they'll be like, oh, there's an important woman in your life that has come into your life or some shit like that.
Oh wow. The tower. Do you live in a house?
Oh,
Right?
And then like, oh, the hanged man. And you'll find the big bad enemy that you're searching for, who you have marked for death, flips over like the hanged man or some shit. Or like
they always go like,
you will find help from a computer hacker, flips over the hermit.
yeah.
Like, you know what I mean?
Flips over strength. You're strong. I opened the locker with Wallace's ID number. Inside I found a bottle of fragrant liquid and something that looked like a makeup kit.
Huh? Why does Wallace have this stuff?
It seems strange.
He's a goth. He's got to do his eyeliner.
Yeah, that is true. Did seem strange, but it wasn't my place to judge. Wow.
Well, I've never been one to judge.
I've never been one to judge. I opened the locker with Miriam Frager's ID number. Inside I found several stacks of worn-out new textbooks and notebooks. Wait a minute. These notebooks all have Wallace's name on them. Stalker. No.
Stalker. She's a stalker.
I opened the notebook and quickly scanned through its pages. It appeared to be notes on the art of necromancy. These are Wallace's notebooks.
But why are they in William William?
William Frager's still at school, bro.
I keep getting held back.
Wallace behaviour.
Why are they in Miriam Frager's locker? Did she steal his things?
Yes. What was going on here? I'm taking all of the notebooks
Whoa,
and textbooks.
hold on. I just realised something. Give me the text log for a second. Scroll up. I opened the locker with Miriam Frager's ID number. If you had lockers and numbers, you'd order the numbers. So we're getting 1, 2, 3, 7, 5, 6, 3.
There were 2 3s here.
Like, yeah, okay, there were 2 3s. I 1, 2, 1, 2, 7, 4, 5, 6, 3. And then we're going like, Also, let's have a look-see-loo at the. Those are presumably the plates themselves. How are they attached?
What? What do you mean, how are they attached?
Yeah, how are they attached?
It's just a hole and you put them in.
Well, we can't see them though.
You want to see the hole behind the plate.
No, but like it should be visible, right? I mean,
I guess
ultimately, like I understand why those weren't like all like Miriam 1137 or whatever. Whoops. I went with the wrong number there, didn't I?
I mean, it could just be...
Wallace, 69420, or whatever his ID number is.
So they switched 1337 and 69420.
Oh no, wait! It doesn't
It
have
doesn't say
their
their
name.
name. No, it doesn't say that.
Oh, of course it doesn't say their name. It just has their ID number.
We needed the ID thing.
Which begs the question of why you'd even have it be removable.
The locker was really cramped. Well, I wouldn't, wouldn't try and sleep in it.
Just eyeballing the size, you probably could.
I don't think I could fit in a locker.
Why do you think you? Okay, what size locker have we got? Because
Like
I
a big
think
locker.
you and I could fit in those.
No.
Not at the same
I
time.
think you could, but I couldn't.
Why wouldn't you be able to? Look how big they are.
Because I'm like I'm like extendy, like sideways. So if I go in front ways, it's not working because of my arms, and if I go in sideways, it's not working because of my rump.
Okay. But if we
I'm
look
like a camel.
But look at that over there. Look how much room these have. We can use that bench on the end to determine how
Wait.
close they are to the wall.
Is everyone actually? Are we all actually just camels?
Why?
Because we all have two big bumps on our rear.
Yeah, but those aren't full of water. Those are full of muscle for walking with.
Well, they're not full of water anyway, as a camel. They're full of fat.
Oh, they're full of fat. Okay, for some people they are camels then. I don't
There you
know.
go.
But they're also full of muscle for walking with. That's kind of like one of our, as animals, that's one of our two big things.
Wait, you're telling me that big butt is one of our things?
Walking is one of our things.
So yeah, big butt is one of our things.
Yep, big butt is one of our things. Big teeth is one of a beaver's thing.
Mm-hmm. I quickly took everything out to get a better look at it.
What?
I think this is dried blood. Wait, so let's scan it for traces.
No, there aren't any. Hey, Celeste!
How'd
you
you
didn't
do
say-
that?
You didn't say repairing Arcanum, Celeste. What is this, Naruto? When you can suddenly just stop doing the hand signs when you get good enough at doing your. I nearly said spells, but you jutsus.
She's a wizard, Harry.
You're a wizard, Harry.
There's a stain of blood inside the locker with Miriam Frager's ID number. The blood does not have any traces of magic on it. I looked carefully across the list to find the names of some notable students.
We found a few things, but I can't really make sense of any of it.
We should look at this from the prosecutor's perspective. Steelman found something in one of the lockers. Whose locker had the most suspicious evidence?
Jaden Von Sanctus.
Jaden Von Zactus. No, we found something strange in each of the lockers. But there was something we found that was extremely suspicious no matter how I looked at it.
We found some insanely suspicious things in Frager's locker. Had Wallace's notebooks and even some blood.
But that blood is certainly strange. It implies that something bloody was stored there. Could only be the murder weapon.
You think someone stole it?
No, actually. I think it was Steelwind who took it.
Oh, right. Oren mentioned that she investigated the room. Smuggled out an entire murder weapon.
Yeah.
He didn't know about it, because he didn't say, oh, she took the murder weapon, by the way. She must have taken the murder weapon as evidence.
But with that said, there's something else that's strange about Miriam Frager's locker. It had a lot of Wallace's possessions. Stalker, I've told you.
Yeah.
It's possible that she really did steal these items from him, but it's more likely that the locker isn't actually hers. Remember what Wallace told us before. Whoa!
Sometimes the other students would steal the Eve number off of my locker and switch it with... Wait, log me. I wanted to...
Log me.
Yeah, terrible phrasing. But, if we scroll up, isn't ID, capitalised? Hasn't it been capitalised recently?
Yeah.
Yeah!
So he is saying,
saying
it is
number.
Eid number.
The Eve number off my locker and switch it with another student's. They thought it was funny whenever that student got angry with me. So, someone switched the nameplates? ID plates, there's no names on them, just numbers.
These students have the mental faculty of a small predator animal.
You switched my nameplate with your... It's surely you think both people are being messed with.
Yeah.
Because if it was Wallace doing it, why would he switch with his own
Yeah.
number so you knew it was him? He switched 2 random people's numbers.
Yeah, even like random animals know that like when they're in pain and you come help them out, they don't go, ah, you hurt me. Like when you pull out their teeth or something, their rotten tooth.
Yeah.
They're like, ow. Oh, the pain's gone. They don't go, ow.
Yeah,
You
like
pulled
that.
out my teeth.
Yeah, like that absolutely bonkers video of that guy.
Of course, I wouldn't recommend going around and pulling out the teeth of random animals because they'd probably bite the hell out of you first.
Yeah, unless you're that guy.
Yeah, but he must have had a rapport with the tiger.
Oh,
Just
yeah,
like-
absolutely. Yeah,
He didn't just go in and like go like, all right, let me pilfer some teeth from you real quick, and then Tiger was like, yeah, I bet that's cool.
Yeah.
This means it isn't Miriam Frager's locker. It's Wallace's.
It isn't William Frager's locker either. He graduated.
He graduated a while ago. I think.
How old's the academy?
I don't know.
That's a good question, actually. No, not pertinent.
Yeah,
or
not really
anything.
pertinent.
It's not something that I'd be like, oh, it's a world building. Like this, that. How long this academy's been open for is like. That's like, you know, like. If we're gonna say that,
Indulge me, Razia.
if world building is seasoning, then that's garnish.
Okay.
You know, that's that little piece of basil you put on the right on top of the spaghetti. You haven't put it there because it's essential to like the taste. You put it there because it looks nice. You could live without it, is what I'm saying. Okay, weird analogy aside, but that would mean
I like eating the basil, but then I always get like, ah, because I think it's going to taste like a leaf.
It does taste like a leaf.
No, it doesn't.
Yes, it does. It tastes like a basil leaf,
Yeah, but it doesn't taste like a leaf, you know?
like an oak tree leaf.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'd know what it tastes like.
Have you ever had like when it's mint actually, not basil?
Yeah.
And then you eat it and it's like blah, 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 basil. So I mean mint suddenly.
But basil
my
and
mouth
mint-
is cold.
They taste different to like oak leaves.
You've eaten an oak leaf.
Yes.
Okay, giraffe man.
I'm not a giraffe. What?
No, I mean, have you seen the shape of a Q-Rem? They've got long necks. If
I
it
suppose
went
so.
upwards, it could totally nibble on leaves.
Well, yeah.
But that would mean the bloody object came from Wallace's locker. Sorry.
It appears so.
But that would mean the bloody object came from.
This locker
I'm
actually
stuck
belongs to
saying
Wallace
it like
Nightgrave. Someone must have switched the ID numbers with Miriam's locker. If that's true, why didn't Steelwind present the bloody item during... Ah, you've ruined me.
Why didn't
Steelwind present the bloody item during the trial? I proved that Bellwether was wounded before Valerie healed her. It's too
Valerie.
early in the stream to be getting this shit.
Valerie.
I was going to say Waluigi.
Waluigi.
Wouldn't that have been the perfect time to present what she found?
Wow.
It was a bloody item we found in the defendant's locker, after all.
Right, that is weird.
There's something more to this that I wasn't seeing, but what?
Didn't she just get this though?
Yeah.
Didn't she just look at this?
I'm pretty sure she just got this now.
Like, so of course she couldn't use it in the trial. She didn't know it yet.
Yeah, she didn't have it, so
Like, unless she actually did, but
you kind of have to tell me that beforehand.
yeah, I mean, Orim said that. I don't know. We didn't go in here either, so we can't get confirmation from Orim if he's been sitting here the whole time being
Yeah.
like, no one goes in or out. No one goes in or out.
Yeah, he's just been sitting here the whole
All
trial.
day, like, jeez.
I think we'll just have to ask Steelwind ourselves.
Right,
Orim.
back to Steelwind. Bum, bum, ba-dum, bum.
We should have enough information now. Let's have a talk with the prosecutor.
Please just tell me what's wrong. Are you mad at me?
Why are these two, like, still fluttering about?
Yeah, we're done with their art.
Like,
It's weird because like they're clearly of the type of witness that isn't like super important to the case.
Yeah.
Like you get there's witnesses who are like deeply tied to the events, and then there's okay, Yanni Yogi's actually the killer, but
yeah.
who else is a witness in that case? That's like deeply
Lot of
tied
heart.
in. Lot of hearts. Lot of hearts definitely if they just happened to be
Yeah.
there, not super important, but they witnessed things.
Yeah.
But then you've got witnesses who...
The chef from 3-3.
Yeah, the chef from 3-3. He's
Awesome.
deeply tied to the events by virtue of being in debt to that guy. Victor Kudo just happened to be there. These guys are just happened to be
These
there.
guys are Victor Kudo, and Victor Kudo's got a
He just
soliloquy going on.
keeps going. He keeps coming back. Why are they still here? Like, Jan
Yeah.
said his piece and left. That's what
Yeah.
I expected from
Thank you,
these
Jan.
guys.
You know what to do. You know your place, and then you go like, all right, I say my piece, and now I go. These two, they
Just keep coming back like they're the most important characters in the case.
They got the smallest role in the school performance, and they were like, nah, you can't be doing this to me.
Well, you know what the drama teacher said. There's no small parts, just small actors.
And they're just halfway through the next scene, they just come through. It's like, what are you doing on stage?
I'm not. Oh god, I need to take a sip of water.
Me. Yeah, no, I genuinely don't know why they're still here.
I'm not mad, okay? Can we just get to work?
Why are you in the library then? The twins' voices rang out from the kitchen. Wow.
Oh,
So through the hall.
actually.
Yeah, it's quite close, but it's just like we can hear that. We're standing like here.
God damn! Keep it down. Is there no door?
Keep it
Shut the door! You're being heard in the library! The library! Like, remember at the start of the case, Tyrion and Celeste were like a little too noisy, and then someone's
Yeah.
like, "Shut the hell up!
Yeah, these two are just
It's the fucking library!"
they're just doing this, and everyone's okay with it. Do you think they're okay?
Sounds private. We shouldn't get
No,
involved.
it sounds public. I won't lie. Once you get to the decibel count of you could be heard publicly, your conversation's public. Guess you're right. Thank you for agreeing with me, Tyrion. I slowly closed the door to the library and kept my mind on the investigation.
There was such a beautifully awkward.
Yeah.
Fine.
But
You want to know what I think?
Sadly, God decided to take us over to the kitchen and say, "No, we're watching this scene."
I love how this looks mirrored, but it isn't.
Well, I mean, yeah, because her body's turned, her body's not.
Yeah. Also, she keeps her shoulders way higher than her sister.
Yeah. I think it might be a turning thing though, because like, look, she's
Oh yeah, she's straight on, but she's like tilted to
Yeah.
the side. Yeah, okay, that's cool. But it does come across as mirrored in a sense as well. Not saying these lazy sprite mirror. No, I mean it in the sense of like they are twins.
Yeah.
So like it looks like it looks like it's a person in
Yeah.
the mirror. Like I don't know. I like that. I kind of like that. You don't get to say that you hate magic. Look how many problems it's causing for us. Yeah, for this dumb job, none of this even matters for you. What? Those people from the church always say that mages are chosen by divine right.
no, don't.
They
They say it's by hereditary.
Yeah. And they're right. You don't get to complain about being better than me, Val.
You also have magic. You have
yeah,
the ability to use magic.
Yeah, study a spell and then you'll be able to do magic.
Yep. Study a spell and you can do magic. That is.
You're identical twins. There's no way you can't.
That's a fact. Because as I said before, the narrator, e.g., my good friend God, has said specifically that magic is hereditary.
Yeah.
Therefore, you're genetically identical, so you do have access to magic.
I'm not better than you. Yes, you are, and I'm so sick of pretending you're not.
You're better than me. You keep just lazing around and doing nothing while I cook everything.
You were helping Jan while I was jealous of how easy I thought his job was. You outed yourself as a mage trying to save Catherine Bloody Bellwether. Huh?
Catherine Bloody
You outed yourself as a mage. You outed yourself as a mage trying to save Catherine Bloody Bellwether.
Yeah, what? She's British.
Tina, that's not. I hate how much I'm holding you back. I know you. I know how hard you've been working in the library.
Yeah, you were there with her.
You're destined for great things.
Like being a doctor.
I mean, she has mend wounds already. She's halfway there. Tina, I haven't learned anything. All I can do is magically close people's wounds with a wave of my hand. Come on, don't give me that!
Also, I found it funny, but I didn't mention it, but the look at how many problems it's causing for us. No, that was your choice to go in and heal the woman. That wasn't the fact that you had it. That was the fact that you used it.
You've been heading straight to the library after work for years! They've been here for years?
Oh. Huh.
They've been here for years.
Also, so wouldn't they know Arya then? Because Arya's only 18.
Oh, yeah. If they've been here for years, that's at least 2.
Yeah. That'd make her 16.
Make her 6, so she'd be 16. Wallace is a second year at how old?
16.
16. So yeah, she'd be here.
Mm-hmm.
Using the lowest possible amount of years that they could have been working here. They could. Now that doesn't mean they met Arya personally,
Yeah.
but they could have bumped into her.
Yeah. Or actually, better yet, all of this could have been avoided if you registered as a mage.
Yes.
You could have just done
Oh!
the good
Oh,
thing
wait.
and registered as a mage.
But she, if she's been going straight to the library after work for years, that means she's known she's a mage for years.
yeah, she just didn't
So
register ever.
for years, you never registered as a mage? Why not? Because the funny thing is, we're never told that registering as a mage does anything
costs
bad.
anything.
It does. Because we have Celeste, right?
Yep.
Celeste is here to she's a registered mage, so she can tell us exactly. She could anything that would be. This is problematic. It's problematic as a commoner to learn this.
Yeah.
To register as a mage, she should have told us.
Yep.
So, for example, when you register as a mage, there's this tax that you have to pay.
Yeah.
Or even just like you say, it costs money to register.
Oh no, Valerie's doing tax evasion.
Well,
That's not good.
Well, if there's one thing that gets the government riled up more than anything else,
the
let's face it.
IRS will like knock down her door if she's doing tax evasion. Good lord.
You know, or like you have to check in and register at this very specific, or yeah, maybe like the only registry office is in Rathhone, which we kind of are. So
We're in Rathhone, yeah. I just can't be bothered to walk down there, man. Jeez.
it is just a case of like, why didn't she say?
Yeah.
Why didn't she tell her that? Why didn't she tell anyone that?
Like, you should have registered.
Especially since there are systems in place to benefit commoner mages.
Yeah.
We've seen that with Wallace Nightgrave.
Yep, absolutely. Yeah, I don't know why she didn't.
Yeah, and I still haven't learned anything. 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 I still haven't learned anything. Yeah. Mend wounds is flippin' impressive.
Yeah.
What? I can't wrap my head around how it all works. I've been trying for years.
Maybe ask someone. Like Wallace. Or,
Yeah.
You know,
one of the commoners would absolutely like the nobles probably not, given how
yeah,
they've
we
been
already
portrayed.
know. We already know that Wallace is not the only commoner here.
Especially since like her specialization is necromancy.
Yeah, she could literally go and ask
Like
Wallace.
seriously, he'd be over the moon to hear someone else be like, "Oh, you want to learn necromancy as well? Oh
Yeah.
my god, I want to learn necromancy so I can make super revive people spells and cure diseases and stuff." Like to have someone to talk about and discuss and explain necromantic concepts with.
She would,
Like, especially
bro,
since,
she'd know Blighto.
like, all he'd have to do is say,
He'd have convinced her to
we
get
need to keep
Blighto."
this on the hush, okay? Like, that's all
Yeah.
we need to do, which absolutely he'd do. He keeps to himself mostly anyway. Like, yeah,
Yeah.
ask him. He's chill. I don't understand ether. I don't understand spell formulas. It's like they're speaking another language.
So effectively,
like Latin or ancient Enochian or something.
Ether.
Or old Sumerian.
Ether is a soul hit and then a lunar hit. actually, wait. No, I made the joke, but then I've just suddenly locked in and gone like, wait, what do you mean ether? What's ether?
My guess is that ether is like, you know, like it's probably mana of some sort.
It is what?
But we haven't got an ether cost.
Yeah,
Here.
ether cost is it concentration? Do you have to concentrate on ether,
Yeah.
or do you have to concentrate on snapping your fingers? Like,
Yeah, and is ether the removal of your ether
holy shit!
the thing that gives you mage blight?
digitation.
Is the removal of your ether what gives you mage blight?
Yeah.
Or is ether just in the surroundings and you absorb some of it when you cast, thus giving you mage blight if you overdose on ether? Or is ether just an entirely other concept whatsoever? I would love to know more.
I would
flipping love to know
What is
more.
ether? Tell me what ether is. A soul hit and then a loon hit.
Soul hit and a loon. But you know healing magic. It's the most basic spell. Children in the theurgy program learn that in their first class. What the hell?
How is this spell going from, oh, we don't know necromancy, no one's ever used necromancy in a case for 100 years, to, oh yeah, fucking kids know this shit.
So kids know how to close people's wounds.
Kids can close
with a
people's
wave
wounds,
of their hand.
And you're telling me no one has ever had a necromancy trace on
No
themselves?
one's ever died of an accident. No one's ever died of an accident.
Yep, full stop, that's it, done. No one's ever
And
died
I'm
of
not
an
saying
accident.
like, oh, because then they'd see the magical trace. I mean, because how would you ever die of an accident if there's multiple, like, scores of people who can just wave their hands
I just
and
get impaled. I get
wounds.
impaled in the I go to the park and I get impaled on one of those kids climber things, and then the kids like a 6-year-old comes over, pulls the rebar out of me and goes manas, and I'm just better.
Yeah, you're fine.
I'm like, oh, thanks, kid.
Or you know, you could just like, you could just stuff the organs back in and then have 2 months of bed rest. You'll be fine. It took me years to even figure that out. Why did you ever tell me about this? Because magic is the only thing I have. You're better than me at everything. What? I'm not. I'm always making mistakes and forcing you to clean up after me. We only have this job because you begged the headmaster to hire me with you. You're amazing. The students here are spoiled aristocrats and they love your food.
I don't know why these two are just, you know, doing this.
Doing the tragedy Olympics. Doing the pity Olympics with each other.
I'm just looking at God like, why have you brought me here, bro?
Yeah, why are we here instead of doing the case?
Like, I'm supposed to be doing a case here. I don't really like, these two have said their piece. Get them out my scene. Get them out of my life. I don't care. Why am I still looking at them?
I can't even fry an egg right.
Truest thing.
You're not the one holding us back. Do you really think my cooking is that good?
Damn, she just flipped up. That's crazy.
I don't think I could live without eating her food every day. Jeez, she's like a flippin' genius.
I'm starting to think this one is the pampered aristocrat. She doesn't work. She just goes around eating her sister's food and living in her kitchen whilst she does all the cooking. Occasionally cooks for Jan.
Yeah.
Which I'm hoping that she actually locks in and cooks him a real meal, unless Jan's just getting poisoned and that's why he's always tired. It's like, what, you know, what was she doing?
Remember when I was just learning to cook at the orphanage? We were just a pair of dumb kids, but you were there with me every step of the way.
Standing next to her, not to her.
You were there for me. I never would have got this good if you weren't always with me. Tina. Sorry I never told you this sooner. I could never do with this without you. Neither could I. Right?
Is this the only time Sprite's been used?
I think so. I'm sorry for being so stupid before. It's okay, I was also being... We should get started on that soup. Right, can you help me grab all the leftover meat from the freezer? Oh, you're back from being teleported over to the kitchen to watch those two.
I don't want to talk about it, Aria. I got kidnapped by God himself. He just forced me to watch a random
this
scene.
Although
Next I'm going to be watching like a, you know, random episode of EastEnders. Like, this guy don't. What are you doing? Why are you dragging me along for this?
But
You killed my little girl.
Bellwether's father. We get teleported over to Bellwether's father,
Yeah.
poking like Wallace Nightgrave in the flipping dungeons.
You killed my little girl!
Oh jeez.
Random.
I didn't realise that show was so intense.
Yeah, got it. I didn't. Yeah, no, I didn't at all.
We've uncovered a few things during our investigation. Steelwind, are you acquainted with a student named Miriam
wait,
Frager?
hold on a second before we go on. Like, yes, we didn't learn anything about. Yeah, yes, those characters aren't relevant, but we did learn some important world building.
What?
Loads more people. Mend wounds is so easy that most people learn it on their first class.
Yeah.
Um,
I'm gonna go with the simple one.
there is
Mend wound.
ether. It
It's a
exists.
concept.
As a concept exists. We don't know what the concept is. We just know of the concept.
Yeah.
Just know there's a thing called ether that is related and of equal importance to spell formulae as regards casting.
Yep.
And we learnt what else? What else did we learn? Something nobility, something commoners, something magic. There we go.
Something Valerie doesn't do any work.
Yeah, something that would have been nice to learn is how the hell she ever how she ever realized that she could do magic. Because as we've seen, if you don't know spell, oh wait, have we seen that?
Huh?
No, we haven't seen that.
What if you don't?
I was
know
going to say,
spells?
if you are a mage but you haven't learnt any spells yet, the compendium doesn't compendium.
I keep asking that question because Tyrion made it sound like. Well, he did the Eye of Horus thing, right?
Mhm.
And he was like, "Oh, let's attune to a spell compendium," and then he tried to attune and it didn't show anything. And I'm like, okay, did he attune or did he not?
Yeah.
Because I like, did he attune and it's empty or did he not attune? Because, you know, he made it sound like they just did that and then Ruby went, well, I guess you're not a mage. She didn't even consider, well, I guess the Eye of Horus isn't picked up by this. Like, there's no spells that aren't picked up by a mage. Like, I'll say it again. How do you make spell compendia and why are we trusting them on, like, Word of God level? Like, oh, well, if it's not... because Tyrion says, full stop, it's not in the spell compendium, so it's not magic.
Yeah. Yeah. That's
What?
True.
You know, it's like, okay, well, so you're saying full stop, there are no spells.
Surely mend wounds being super easy to spell to learn would be the reason why.
Like, I just thought spell compendia are like kind of an artificial divination sort of thing. Of like it's using sort of divination to get what your spell is and put it down and everything. But like,
I would just
if I make a spell called Extend Arm,
yeah,
and then I think, oh, it's gonna be like this blue extendo arm thing, and it's gonna have like golden sparks going around it, like a hammer punch, so like zoom punch, and then I put it in a spell compendium, and then I attune to a spell compendium, and this is a fresh, brand new spell. I made this, I designed this spell, and I attune to the spell compendium, and it gives me like a green fork and says extend limb. And then I just look at it like, no, it's called Extend Arm, and it looks like this. And the spell compendium's just sat there like,
extend limb, take
Extend
it or leave
limb.
it. Take it or leave it.
like, is that what happens? I mean, I guess predominantly the color you could say is for the, you know, because this is purpley. This is blue. I don't know why it's blue, but yeah, this is the predominant color is purple because it's necromancy. I guess evocation's red.
You know what I think's
judging by this?
crazy? You know what I think's crazy about this?
But blue, but the transmutation spells like the conjure water.
Yeah.
That was blue. There was no yellow in that, despite the fact there was a transmutation, and transmutation's yellow.
Oh yeah. But bring out the spells again. Like I something that I think is a nice touch is that the two healing spells here,
Yeah.
like they're kind of a brighter lavender.
Brighter lavender, yeah.
These are a deep purple and also have a secondary color
yeah.
on them. So that's pretty cool.
Actually, maybe
Why is
these
that bouncing. Why is that bouncing?
What?
Look at the data. Are you? I'm not tweaking, am I? Are you seeing
Yeah,
that?
that's bouncing.
Boing, 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 boing.
Look, I can make it
I
bounce.
can make it bounce on the same one.
Whee!
That's weird. I have no idea why that's doing that. Well, either way, I suppose
Yeah.
it's unimportant. But yeah, like I guess we don't
maybe
really...
those aren't. Maybe those don't show up. Maybe the spell compendium doesn't actually show those pictures.
What do you think it actually says on it?
I don't know. Like, I actually don't know because we know they've got the spell compendia and everything, but like, I kind of do want to know how are they made. Like, do they just have like a bunch of them? And
Oh, is that Miloso, actually? I was always reading that as Miluso.
Illuso,
Illusio.
Illusio,
Miloso.
Illuso. Yeah, I guess so. But
yeah.
regardless of that, all I mean is I just kind of want to know: do they just have like a big room filled with unattuned spell compendia, and it's like you know, the Scaled Lord gave humanity spell compendia, so it's like, okay, fine.
Yeah.
God gave this to us, therefore, you know. Or is there just some bloke? Are they like just? Is there just a factory down the road where they're churning these out?
The factory.
Like, we've got a spell compendium factory.
The spell compendium
Because if that's the case, why are we trusting these like gospel? They could just be wrong.
Yeah.
We've already heard that divination spells in the first place. Oh, well, divination spells usually pick up random ass traces on the crime scenes anyway, so it's not like, you know, they've already said that for a transmutation spell on a sword.
Yeah.
They said, oh, it could just be a fault or something. So it's clearly not a one-to-one thing. They trust divination with all their heart. Why do we go like, oh yeah, the spell compendium's right 100% of the time?
The other thing I think is worth mentioning about the is questioning just how she managed to find out that she was a mage, because we know that her spell compendium contains only one spell, and that's Mend Wounds, and it took her years to learn it.
Yeah.
But why did she think she was a mage? Why did she think
try
she
to
could?
learn it?
Yeah, why did she think she could learn it? It would make more sense if she learnt it by, like, just... it'd make more sense if she found out because she accidentally, like, cast something.
Yeah.
Like, hell, Prestidigitation would probably be really good for that,
Yeah.
because it's like, that strikes me as, like, easy spell.
While concentrating, a snap of the fingers. Get her in a situation where she's concentrating, snap her fingers.
Yeah. Or like, for the Mend Wounds thing, if Mend Wounds really is easy, then she just... She you know, her sister got hurt. She tried it, because, like, why not?
Yeah, why not? Yeah.
I'll give it a try, I guess.
And it worked.
And then it worked.
Because there's
Actually,
parts
I
of...
don't get how she learnt that she was a mage. If it took her years to learn a spell, why did she assume the whole time that she could?
And, you know, again, we're being, like, we're being, you know, hyper-focused on all this stuff. But the reason is...
It's OGS.
It's OGS, but the reason why... I'd say I'm even more focused in on these things than, like, if we were doing another game. But that's specifically because this is a mystery thing.
Yeah.
We need all of the information logically
you
set
gotta
out
know the
from day one.
facts. You gotta know the facts. If we now aren't given the facts, we can't establish what happened in the case.
Because, at the end of the day, if they do actually have, look, if it comes up, you know, the Valerie and Valentine thing isn't really important anymore because they're out of the plot. But let's say we have another case where two people who are genetically identical
Yeah.
do, like, hell, let's actually say that it was genuinely the case that it's genuinely the case that if you attune to a spell compendium and you're by blood a mage, then it attunes. And they know that. Like, let's say it does like a big green flashy. There's like a red light on the front if it hasn't attuned, and it does a big green flashy and turns green permanently when someone's attuned to it. And then we have the Valerie and Valentina thing. Their plan no longer works because Valentina will attune despite not having any spells because she is a mage by blood. We know that. God said that. Therefore, it's true. The narrator said that. Therefore, it is true. Full stop. That's not up for debate. So, if that was, we actually no, we have to know they cannot tell by just having no spells and doing that. Because if it was the case that they could tell, then they would have gone, Valentina Iannis, why are you a mage? And she would have been like, oh, yeah, well, I don't know any spells. Like, you know, they would have known. They would have gone, why haven't you registered? But they would have known, you know what I mean? They would have mentioned it. But everyone here was like, what? Valerie's a mage? And and you know, again, because, well, we have to know that, yeah, if you attune to a spell, because of that scene, we now know, through extrapolation, effectively, that because if you don't have a spell in a spell compendium, even if you don't have a spell, if you don't have a spell in a spell compendium, it will not register you as a mage. It will not detect in any way you being a mage. As long as you don't know one spell, even if you have the ability to become a mage, you are not, by spell compendium standards, a mage. Because if you were, then again, that scene wouldn't make sense, because Valentina would have registered as a mage there. She would have, the spell compendium would have attuned, and Orin would have gone, huh? But, you know, and Tyrion going, well, I don't know, I mean, you're just kind of taking it on face value that the laws of physics work to Arya, which doesn't make sense as an argument, because, okay, that's a nice argument, that's a great argument, Tyrion, but how about I counter that argument with, was teleported in, drop-kicked Bellwether through the chest, and then teleported back to the library, and you didn't notice. It's like, that doesn't make any sense. Well, from where I'm standing,
you're the one
not making any sense there. You know, he could teleport.
Yeah, how do you know he can't teleport? He never told us he couldn't.
It's like, well, no.
Have you ever seen him not teleport?
Like, yeah, you know, so... It's stuff like that that's like, okay.
Obviously, the simple thing for him to say is, instead of the simple thing is change the line, or maybe you change the conversation a little bit. And instead of, that's bullshit, Tyrion, because they're identical twins, so they're either both mages or neither mages. And then, you know, Tyrion hits back, well, what if one's learnt magic and the other hasn't learnt magic? Maybe Valentina just hasn't learnt any spells yet. Like, wouldn't that come up as different? And then she goes like, shit, he's right, actually. Yeah, he's right, actually, like... But it's still a big assumption to that she'd know magic and she wouldn't. It's like, why are you saying that? Like, well, surely she'd learn it as well if she was learning. How do you know that?
So if
why don't we just check and find out? Like, we can just check and find out, Steelwind. And I guess we can check and find out. Bring the compendium.
That's the reason why, for this thing in particular, but this specifically, we have to be really hyper on every little detail. We have to really zone in on every detail, because now we know if you don't know one spell, you are not considered a mage by a spell compendium. We know that. So if there is anyone who doesn't know a spell, and then they attune to a spell compendium and are registered as a mage, then we just have to go, what the fuck? What? So they know the nothing spell, so they know the attune to spell compendium spell. Anyway, Steelwind shifted slightly. It was subtle, but I could see her discomfort.
I underestimated him. I said it before, Mr. Cuthbert, I won't fall for such an obvious bluff.
It's not a bluff, Steelwind. I'll prove it using the evidence we've gathered. Time to argument. Steelwind was paranoid, and for whatever reason, it was due to the involvement of Miriam Frager. If I could convince her to reveal why she's being so secretive, she might give me more information.
I do find it weird that it says, hey, do you want to start the argument?
Yes.
Like, I clicked on it! Imagine you click the Magatama and you press present, and then it goes like, do you want to present the Magatama?
Yeah.
Do you want to start trying to break these Cycloxes? Yes. Take that! And be like, well, I already pressed present. You know?
Miriam belongs to a pillar family, and casting suspicion on her could cause them to intervene. The prosecutor wants to avoid that outcome at all costs. That fear could be used against her. You've been behaving strangely, Steelwind. Even the Knights of the Inquisition have noticed. Just tell me the truth. Why are you being so paranoid?
I'm not sure what you're trying to imply, Mr. Cuthbert. Nothing about my behaviour has changed. I've prosecuted the defendant the same way I always have.
You've ordered the knights to stay away from the crime scene. And you've even taken it upon yourself to conduct the investigation yourself.
Did he actually say yourself? Yeah, upon yourself to...
Taking it upon yourself to conduct the investigation yourself. Clumsy wording, but, you know.
Yeah, I'd decide to conduct the investigation personally. Or just, just
yeah.
surnames.
Yeah.
That is not normal behaviour for a prosecutor.
I took those actions because the Inquisition is incompetent. How could I possibly trust them with anything?
The knights are incompetent, but even you can see the value of delegation.
What do you mean, even?
Yeah, that was big. During the Celeste's case, you delegated tasks to the Inquisition. You could have easily investigated the McCoy Tavern yourself. The Academy is huge. You wouldn't conduct your investigation this way unless you had a good reason.
Solid argument from
Yeah,
Tyrion
very
there.
solid that.
Then why don't you enlighten me? Why would I act in such a way? What would cause me to behave so strangely? Yeah, it's the Pillar Families thing, isn't it?
Or is it the evidence in the locker? What would cause me...
To behave strangely.
Is it the... yeah, oh no.
It's either the Pillar families or the evidence in the locker, because I don't know, is it the 4 Pillar families are involved?
Wait,
or
let's
is it...
read the thing there. The stained blood is... I think it's Pillar
I think
Families.
it's Pillar families. You know that the Inquisition is corrupt and will bend to the nobility. So what would happen if a powerful noble were publicly involved in this case? With that noble's influence, they'd probably order the Inquisition to conceal their involvement. High-profile noble is involved in this case, Steelwind. I believe that noble is Miriam Fragan.
Again with this, do you think you can bluff me by throwing out the names of random nobles? Not every noble is a malevolent criminal like Garrick Pierce. I've said it before and I'll say it again. My investigation doesn't involve the Fragers. Nothing about this case has anything to do with House Frager. Except... the evidence in the locker!
And how do you explain this, Steelwind? Commander told us that you were following a lead in the locker room yesterday. We investigated the lockers of the students from the 4 Pillar families. We found stains of blood in a locker with Miriam Frager's Eid number, and it was presumably left by a bloody object. The bloody object must have been taken by someone.
Control, find, control, replace. Just saying. Turn the lowercase ID into uppercase ID. And before you say, oh, but that'll change every instance of ID, case sensitive plus put a space before and afterwards so you know it's specifically talking about that.
Yeah, I mean, it's a simple fix. It's not that
Also do a check for, also run a check for commas after the ID and full stops after the
I
ID.
thought you were going to say, also run a check for anyways.
Yes, non-case sensitive anyways,
put-
switch it back to anyway.
No, put...
Please and thank you.
No, put every instance of anyway to anyways.
It is. Have we actually seen one that was anyway?
I think we've seen a couple of anyways.
Okay, maybe.
Not anyways, anyways. Yeah.
Anyways.
And you became extremely paranoid after you found something in the locker. If I had to guess, I'd say that you took the bloody object as evidence. As a Brit, this is so weird to keep saying.
If I had to guess, I'd say you took the bloody object as evidence.
I just get so it's because they used bloody to. They said that they said you healed Catherine Bloody Bellwether, so it got my head into the situation of we're using British English.
And here's the funny thing: if you want to say that it was bloody, but you don't want to say bloody, because then it sounds like that sounds like you're calling the bloody object a bloody object. Say it's a bloodied object.
Yeah, bloodied object.
The bloodied object as evidence. It is an object that has been bloodied, covered in blood.
But it keeps tripping me up.
You took the bloody object as evidence.
So okay.
And what evidence do you have to support these bloody claims?
What?
Outrageous. I meant outrageous. The only thing you have is evidence of a bloodstain. There's a myriad of explanations for that. Everything else you mentioned is pure speculation.
Shouldn't that be there is myriad?
Yeah, isn't that there are myriad explanations for that?
Yeah,
There is a myriad? Can you say that?
There is a myriad.
Is that valid?
I'm not sure. I think myriad's a really, really weird word, so I wouldn't like argue it. Is the thing because I think myriad's a really weird word. It's one of those words that I'm not sure if it's plural or singular. I'm very.
It's definitely plural. Is 1,000 plural?
No, but there's a difference between 1,000 and... There's a difference between 1,000 and dozen. 12 is a dozen. There's 12 pieces of bread.
Mm-hmm.
There's there's a dozen pieces of bread. There's 12 pieces of bread. I don't know. That made no sense because that did just flow perfectly. But I swear, myriad's a weird word. I swear.
Huh? Think what's the word?
Myriad. It's a weird word.
Oh yeah, myriad's a weird word.
I'm trying to think of another multiple word that's strange, but I can't at the moment. So either way, you can't prove that piece of evidence.
You can't prove that piece of evidence exists. I could have found any number of things in that room, or possibly nothing at all.
You're hiding evidence, Miss Steelwood. Do you not see how wrong that is?
Appeal to emotion.
Oh. Let's not be coy, Miss Steelwind. Anyone can tell that the bloodstain is the most notable thing in that room. If you don't present what you found to the court, I'll have no choice but to pull the owner of that little locker onto the stand. Do you know what I've realised? You can tell which one's the right option. Because he refers to her as Miss Steelwind in both of these. And he never does that. That's so non-canon.
You're right. Can you hit us with the log again when you next get the chance?
Yeah, sure. There's a myriad of explanations for that. You're still stuck on the myriad thing?
Yeah.
What is it? Did you want me to bring the log up just so you could think about things, or?
Yes, I wanted you to bring the log. I just wanted to see if the way she said that there is a myriad of explanations.
There is a myriad of explanations for that.
I'm finding inconsistencies on the internet anyway.
There are dozens of bread.
There are dozens of bread.
There's dozens of breadses. I don't know. Just speak like Gollum if all else fails, speak like Gollum. Found an object in the locker with Miriam Frager's nameplate on it. If you don't present what you found to the court, I'll have no choice but to pull the owner of that locker onto the stand.
That's ridiculous. We both know that the locker in question belongs to Wallace Nightgrave.
I'm hungry. Sorry. I got hungry for waffles again. Couldn't be a Tyrion Cuthbert stream without me mentioning that.
Mm-hmm.
Can you unequivocally prove that, Steelwind? Because the way I see it, there's a lot of room for doubt there. The waffles thing should be. I say waffles so much that if I mention waffles in another stream, that should be plug-worthy. Enough doubt for me to pull Lady Frager onto the witness stand. But if I had more context, maybe I wouldn't need to resort to that. Her brow furrowed for a bit. She was searching for a counter-argument. She just exhaled in resignation. I'd finally gotten to
her. Well played, Mr. Cuthbert. I suppose I don't have a choice, do I? Just so we're clear, I wasn't acting to protect the nobility, but I'll admit that Miriam Frager was the other witness that saw Bellwether that day.
See, I had some suspicions, but...
There's also another matter.
Steelwind tensed once again. She was still hesitant.
When I was investigating the body, I found this.
Evidence of academic dishonesty.
Evidence of academic dishonesty?
The tightly packed folder contained several documents. The documents contain evidence detailing multiple instances of plagiarism, fraud, and bribery of school officials, and various other offences committed by Miriam Frager. Wow! Plagiarism's chill, though.
Yeah.
What?
Plagiarism is chill. Don't worry about it.
You see, I got him out with that because he just wasn't. He's still on the myriad shit, so he just went, yeah. No, but what I do mean plagiarism's like not that plagiarism's chill. It depends on the type of plagiarism. Because if you're actually just copying someone else's homework, that's not chill. Don't copy people's homework. Unless, like, I mean, don't copy people's homework unless I'd say just don't copy people's homework because they'll find out. They'll find out. If they don't care about you copying people's homework, then report the teacher to the school board. Say
The difficulty is
you're
myriad is a noun and an adjective.
Ah.
So, used as a noun, it's valid to say there is a myriad of things. But used as an adjective, you can say there are myriad things.
Did you know though?
This is at least according to Wiktionary.
But what I meant with the plagiarism thing was, did you know you can actually get like a genuine plagiarism thing on your A levels?
What, like legally?
Legal, yeah, it's a legal, genuine plagiarism thing if on your A level English. If you don't say, yeah, this person said this.
I mean,
So there you go.
I mean that kind of doesn't surprise me in a way.
Yeah, but it's just a fun fact. But I just think that's like chill. I don't think anyone would actually take you to court on that.
Oh yeah,
Because
of
that would
course.
not get through. There's no way that someone's going to go, they didn't say that I was the one who said Macbeth probably smells like shit.
But if we're talking about the subject of teach you how to write things properly.
Yeah.
Like ultimately, if you don't cite your sources,
Yeah.
that is plagiarism.
Cite
Like,
sources, people.
Like, why wouldn't you say why wouldn't you learn how to write
I know,
things
but I just
thing?
wouldn't expect it to be. I wouldn't expect it to be an actual legal thing because it's school. Like at GCSE level, it isn't. At A level, it is. Isn't that weird? Like, you know, it's like it's not legal. It's hey, don't do that. But like, there's nothing legal about it, and it's a genuine legal issue if you do it at A level.
Huh.
Just think that's a bit weird. But what the?
It doesn't seem weird to me, but I can't tell why. I can't explain why that doesn't feel weird
Because
to
you're
me.
legally an adult around GCSE.
Well,
A
it's
level
not
time?
even that. I feel like, well, yeah, it's a flipping, it's an official like governmental sanctioned qualification. Is it maybe because does it count as higher education?
Technically, yeah, I think.
Okay, well, there's the distinction we can
Yeah.
draw in the sand then. Looks like Miriam's been cheating.
Well, she needs to watch out. Someone might bake her into a pie. That was such a weird. Why did you? What? You make me. What? Now you're just acting like I'm hoity-toity for that one. What was that? You're like, oh.
No,
Lawrence
I
laughing.
was just doing a funny laugh. Chill.
Why would Bellwether have something like this?
I mean, can you bring up that bellwether? There's something weird about that bellwether. No, there wasn't something weird about that
Are you
bellwether.
thinking about the Bellwether again?
I think I was. I'm sorry. Bellwether. It's always been bellwether.
Not Wyverguard though.
Wyverguard.
Control
Yeah.
find Wyverguard. Control replace
Wyvern guard.
Wyvernguard.
From the way it's been arranged in this folder, I think it might have been blackmail. Miriam Frager is considered a prodigy in the practice of conjuration magic. She's won a litany of awards and she will most definitely graduate with honours.
Okay, but this is a practical thing. How did she do that? Because like with writing,
No,
you're-
it's fine. Like she's good. She's absolutely. She's
godly illusion magic.
She's terrible. She's absolutely terrible at the theoretical. She's flunking every exam.
Everything, yeah.
It's bordering on supernatural how bad she is at multiple choice questions.
She's just out here like,
how do you get
"Oh,
0 consistently in multiple choice questions?
illusion? Okay, let's see. Right, okay. Here we go. So, okay, so we're doing some conjuration. All right. Here we go. Okay, how many? Tim uses a teleportation spell to teleport 5 meters away. How many meters has Tim moved? It's probably 3. Like, is that what she's doing? Oh god, I don't know. Oh,
Either that, or like you say, Bellwether is messing around with numbers. She's messing around with illusion magic to make the practical thing look
it's
better.
one of those things where I'm just like, it's like when you have this really like big exam, and you have one of those exams where you've got one of those exams where this guy's done some expert cheating method, and I'm just like, okay, well, he's not good at biology because he did that, but like, should someone like give him props to like MI5 for the fact that he managed to smuggle X, Y, and Z into the school? You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
Should that give him like spy props or something? Where's the spy exam to be like, yeah, you managed to, Dan, you cheated on all your exams. You are absolute dog shit at these subjects.
Well, it's well, that's about getting information
yeah,
while not seeming to be getting information. Like, we've seen an example of that in fiction. The entrance exams for the tuning exams, where they had to get information from the questions were deliberately impossible for them to solve, or unexpected for them to solve, and they had some stooges in there who did know the answers and were writing them, and they were expected to try and cheat on the exam subtly so they didn't get caught out. Subtle methods, of course, including tying strings and mirrors onto the lights in the room, making a big obvious eyeball out of sand floating behind someone, and other such things.
Methods of espionage.
Yeah.
How
did none of them get fucking caught?
You know how in like most media sources, the spies are always like normal guy McNormal. I tell you what, I'm 100% certain spies are complete freaks,
Why?
and the government is intentionally using these sources of media to make it look like the spies would be normal.
It's such an insane double bluff, and you wouldn't need to do that.
Because then you think, well, the guy who's like really out there and weird, the crackhead who lives under the bridge, he can't be a spy because look, he's so weird. Everyone would know who he is. But
That is
then
such
that
an
makes you
insane
think,
double bluff.
oh, well, he can't be the spy then. And then you look at Norman McNormal, who is just a normal guy, and you think, nah.
No, but here's the thing. You would remember the crackhead.
But you wouldn't remember. But you do remember Norman McNormal because he's so normal, he's abnormal.
Okay.
I guess that's why spies generally actually act.
Can
like
you? How
middle
many
ground.
faces? How many faces of like cashiers can you remember?
All of them. I always look at cashiers dead in the eyes and think, wow, 7 out of 10.
And the guy buying potatoes in the potato aisle.
That's me. That's me. Of course I know who I am.
Of course I know him. He's me.
What?
I'm just saying, it's not about it's not about like the guy being noticeably normal. It's the guy being so normal that you don't notice him.
Yeah, you don't notice him. Yeah.
You don't even notice him. So even if you tried to remember him, you'd be like, oh, I actually don't remember what he looks
it's about
like.
actually being normal, not
Yeah.
abnormally normal. Because the spies and shows are always like. the
Or
guy
James
who's-
Bond. Or James Bond.
Don't be James Bond.
Don't be James Bond.
He's a horrible spy.
He's big and strong and hot, and
His name is Lancelot.
he's constantly going into casinos and ordering the same type of drink.
You can track him through his drinks.
He goes by his name every time.
I'm James Bond.
Oh, I'm James Bond, by the way.
Like, you could actually find him by just going, hey, have you seen James Bond around here?
He might have had a. Oh, how have I forgotten his drink?
It's like, you go in, the bartender's
Cocktail
like,
something or other, shaken not stirred or something.
you go
like
in and
that.
like, yeah, there was this weird guy called James Bond. He came in, he was like immaculate looking, and he was like,
martini, something or other martini.
You know, he was-
I can't remember.
he was just this weird guy. So of course I remember him. Anyway, he went off that way. And it's just like, oh, great spy.
Is it vodka martini? No, that doesn't sound right.
I think actually James Bond is literally the example of what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Of completely, absolutely, like, mental crackhead guy who
Yeah.
everyone would obviously know.
But,
And why
like,
it doesn't work.
The weird thing is, most of the movies, he's not even a spy. He's an assassin.
Yeah, he's an assassin. Not
He is an assassin. Take a random James Bond
Isn't
movie.
that worse?
He will
in
go
some
into
way?
the. I don't know.
Isn't that worse that he's an assassin? Like, he has to... You, like, you're wondering, who could have done this crime? And then you notice 5
James
days...
Bond?
5 days before the guy turns up dead, James Bond is asking around the town,
Yo,
have you seen this bloke?"
this guy? No, but like most of the movies, you go to the start where he's being briefed, and then and like M goes like 007, you need to go and can't decide if it should be Rafe Fiennes or Judi Dench for this.
Or you just in between.
Kind of.
It's like, oh, I'll do halfway. Half and half.
Let's go with Judi Dench. She was a goat. James Bond, you need to go, 007. You need to go and kill this guy. He's sussy. He's suspicious. Go kill him.
I know you just meant in
okay.
the. I know you just meant in the role, but you made me think. Wait, was
Who's
she dead?
literally Judi Dench.
No. I know. I thought you meant no when you said she was the guy. I was like, wait, she dead?
Oh no. I mean in the role. She was really good in the role.
I was like, I could have sworn Judi Dench is alive.
She probably is.
Dame
alive.
Judi. Sorry, I could get.
Dame Judi Dench. Yeah.
I could get eliminated for that one. Not the spy. Not
You
not,
wouldn't get eliminated by a spy.
not like the spy
like-
shit, but
yeah.
like not for talking about spy shit. For talking about Dame Judi Dench without her title.
Without her title, without her proper title. So disrespectful. I did it first, but she's like go kill this guy, and he's like, yeah, okay.
All right,
And
bet.
he goes to kill the guy. Like, he's not actually.
Like, I could be a spy if it was that easy.
What?
Go kill the guy.
Go
Make
kill
it
the
as
guy.
obvious as possible that you killed
It
him.
really is obvious. The amount of explosions and shit that happens in these movies.
You couldn't make it less.
God,
you couldn't make it
when
more
was the last time we had a
obvious,
James Bond film? Like,
Yeah.
it's not like the majority of them aren't like super mega exceptional movies, but they're fun. Like, there's a few that I think are good. That are, like, really good. From Russia with Love is really good. Goldfinger's really good. Diamonds Are Forever. No, wait, is that one Diamonds Are Forever? Oh, I'm thinking Thunderball. Thunderball's also really good, but it's like Goldfinger 2, basically. The Spy Who Loved Me is really good. What was that other one? There's another one from that era. Oh, and then GoldenEye is also really good. And then Casino Royale is like, oh man, Casino Royale is like the best one. Skyfall, a lot of people really like Skyfall. I didn't like it. I didn't like
just
it.
rating James Bond movies. What are we doing?
Overanalyzing James Bond.
Overanalyzing James stories.
Overanalyzing James' story. Sorry about that. It's a sidetrack. Sidetracks are allowed. Anyway, if these files were to reach the public, it would absolutely ruin her reputation. Sorry, I'm thinking of something that's going on in America right now.
Huh? Oh, for God's sake.
Well, actually, it's not just America, is it?
Yeah, no, it ain't.
Like, Ex-Prince Andrew was
Andrew.
massively in those, and he's getting dragged across the coals.
He's been
for it.
arrested.
Yeah, he's been arrested, but who else has been?
Yeah, but I just mean when you say, oh, America, going on in America right now.
Well, yeah, I mean, it started in America.
Yeah,
Anyway,
it started. It's located in America.
yes. Do you think the professor was trying to threaten her? It appears so. When I discovered that several elements of the case were still unknown.
It's like, you're so bad at... I'd threaten her for
You
well, actually,
suck at conjuration.
I don't know, actually, would I... I mean, I don't know, I couldn't really threaten her. I'd just be very, very angry because I'd be like, shit, she got this under my nose for like years. Like, I'm fuming now. Like, I thought she was baller at it and she was actually just like... She's just going, oh, hey, watch me teleport this ping pong ball. Oh, is that a UFO out that window?
Huh?
Wow, look, I did it.
Oh my god, that's so cool!
So like, she just chucks it along the ground. What?
And that's when I found this in Wallace Nightgrave's locker. A bloody rapier?
Doesn't look very bloody, but it looks very ornate. Ooh.
This is such a marked improvement over the original version's bloody rapier, which the image for which was absolutely not a rapier.
This looks like the fucking, like, Valna way.
It does a bit.
I can see the, coming out.
Valman Way.
This is the Valman way, yeah.
It's very likely that this is a Valman Way. I mean,
I'm away.
Crusaegrim? It was Crusaegrim in a few games.
Yeah, it was, yeah.
Yeah. For some reason, in the Lords of Shadow game, in Lords of Shadow 2, Alucard's, like, personal sword is... It's the Crusaegrim. It's not the Alucard sword, it's the Crusaegrim.
Oh. Now, he calls that shit Alucard's sword.
This rapier is a valuable family heirloom for House Freyga. A few weeks ago, Miriam reported that the rapier was stolen from her room. Why was it found in Wallace's locker?
Not that I'm complaining, but why didn't you present this in court?
To be honest, I'd like to avoid involving House Freyga by any means necessary. I knew it! You're just protecting her, aren't you? Miss McCoy, do you recall how Wyvern justice system works? To acquit a defendant, you must unequivocally prove that they didn't commit the crime. To do that, they either need a solid alibi...
Or we need to prove that someone else committed the crime.
What do you suppose will happen if you bring Miriam Freyga onto the stand? House Freyga won't allow one of its members to be indicted in a court of the law. They'll plant and forge evidence to implicate your defendant, and they'll use the Inquisition to do so. Even I wouldn't be able to stop them should it come to that.
So that's why you've been keeping them away from the investigation.
Can't you do anything? I thought the Steelwinds were powerful too. I don't have the support of my house, which apparently from that scene at the end of Case 1 consists of me and my father.
Yeah.
Right now I'm just a prosecutor, nothing more.
Except, no, he did say, I gotta go meet the other members of my house.
Oh, yeah,
Which
he did.
I don't know who they are, but... Does that just mean his wife? Is he just going home to see his wife? I don't know.
She was crazier than him. I forgot that phrase.
You've got the meme?
I forgot the meme! God, that's embarrassing. Steelwind, you know that this isn't fair for us.
If she's crazier than Lucio Steelwind, she needs to be locked up yesterday.
Is it she's brilliant? She was brilliant and crazier than him, or was it like something else?
I have no clue.
She was his queen, and God help anyone who dared to disrespect his queen.
Oh,
That first film was so ass. Just do nothing and let us win.
that's me. That's literally me, age 7, playing Mario Party. Celeste.
If we can't go after Miriam, then you can at least help us save Wallace. I'm not going to do that. Why? What if Miriam Freyga is the real killer? Her sword is the murder weapon, and Bellwether was trying to blackmail her.
Could have been mind control.
I seem to recall another case when an innocent person's sword was used to frame them. As a prosecutor, it's not my place to decide who's guilty and who's not.
That's the judge's decision.
I won't engage in corruption, even if it's to counter corruption from another noble house. I'm sorry.
Do you know where Miriam is right now?
So W. What a W line from Arya. Like, that is just, like, damn.
Arya is 2 goat.
Such exceptional, like, moral fibre.
2 goat and 2 waffle.
Like that's how you know your character is, like, seriously, like...
Oh, a bit of butter on a waffle. Oh.
Dude, did you not hear what I just said?
No, I'm hungry now. I'm actually really hungry again.
You can't let her think there's even the slightest possibility you'll indict her.
I mean, am I the only one here who likes, like, bread with butter on?
I'm pretty sure that's, like, universal. Like,
Come on,
you could find aliens from,
random
like,
bread products, you know?
You could
a
find...
bagel, bap, you know, like...
You could find aliens from, like, UI Scooty or something. That like bread with butter.
Damn.
She'll bring the whole... Never mind.
Sorry, that's my bad, everyone.
She'll bring the whole... she'll bring the entire wrath of House Freyga down on you. I won't be able to protect you if that happens.
I don't need your protection. I have Celeste. She's already saved my life multiple times. And I can't do anything for Wallace unless I know everything that happened. Frigg has the last piece of evidence. I need to put everything together.
I think Tyrion was kind of a jerk for not, like, for just glossing over that so easily.
Yeah. I won't be able to protect you.
I won't be able to protect you if that happens.
I don't need
Like,
your protection.
I don't need your protection. Like, not so much as a thanks for the offer, but I, you know.
No. I mean, well, he constantly says steel wind, like.
Yeah, like, geez, that's
he's very colloquial with her, like, I don't know.
like clearly she respects these two rather a lot to say something like that.
I'd be not.
I would protect you if I could. from
No,
this.
I won't lie. I'd be like, yo, Arya, how are we doing? Can I chew on your arms? And then like, be normal from there. But like, first, you have to ask the question.
You have to,
know what I mean?
you have to
ask the
can I
question
chew on your
first.
arms?
Like, bit of butter on that. Nom, 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 nom. You know?
Well, I suppose I don't have much of a choice, do I?
No, you definitely. Hang on, this is making me sound like a wrong 'un now. Calm down, everyone.
The dormitory is in room 107. I imagine she'll be there, considering classes are suspended.
Thank you, Steelman. Oh, finally. Finally, thank you.
If I don't tell you, I'm sure you'll probably just find out using some other means. But please, Mr. Cuthbert, exercise caution.
I don't go through 'em.
She must be heavily goth. Heavily
This looks
goth.
this looks like we were gonna go to Eris's room.
Imagine if we were.
I don't know. Yeah, you could just. I don't know.
No. You're onto something here because it's inconsistent with the rest of the color scheme of the academy.
That's true. Yeah. I followed Steelwind's directions and found Miriam Frager's dorm. The door leading inside seemed a lot more ornately decorated than the other rooms. I went to knock on the door, not realizing that it was only partially closed. As my fist came into contact with the wood, I accidentally pushed it open. I mean, she does have, like, a lot
We don't know
of
what
black.
this person's name is, but we do know that she's 17, a student, and does conjuration.
Yeah. But her colour scheme kind of does match. She has the black, like, hair thing, and her skirt's black and everything.
I guess so, yeah.
I see the colour scheme resemblance. Also, is that an owl?
Huh. It does look like an owl.
Kind of looks like an owl. Turn around so I can see the owl more clearly. As the door swung open, I made eye contact with the girl inside. She seemed to be studying at a desk, but now she was staring at me, stunned. Slowly saw her expression shift from a puzzled look to a furious and violent scowl.
Excuse me? How dare you barge into my room? Those insects, they have no respect.
I mean, yeah, it's an owl, right? The eyebrow, little beak there.
Yeah, I
Little
see
eyes
it. It
down
makes
here.
sense. It makes sense. Like schools have like
Rawr.
wisdom imagery.
I just tried to make an owl noise and got rawr.
Rawr. That well-known owl noise.
Yeah, very well known owl noise. Hoot hoo. There we go.
Two. There we go. I got one question.
Why did I wait? I just got echoed.
Huh?
That was such an that timing of you saying that as well was so echoed. Like, I feel like I'm in a cave. Hoot hoo.
Hoot hoo.
Right, what's going on?
Who doesn't shut their bloody door?
Psycho behaviour. Clearly the murderer.
Seriously?
Yeah, I'm real.
Like, you can't leave your door open and be like, someone opened my door.
Maybe she needs it for the ventilation. Bad
These
ventilation.
windows.
Maybe they don't open.
God damn. What happens if you smoke in here? Do you just die?
No, you open the door. Sorry, I was trying to knock, but
Construct, remove these hoodlums from my room.
acknowledge. Hang on.
There's no
chest thingy. This is Iron Man.
It's Iron Man. He's got the Iron Plan. The reality is dark.
Oh my god. What is this? That isn't an arcane construct.
Oh my god,
Yeah,
that's
it's-
terrifying.
the wham line in a horror movie.
It's terrifying.
That isn't it. I don't think that was Timmy.
Wait, I wasn't looking. Wait, I haven't been looking at the Weeping Angel.
The Weeping Angel's just in front of a mirror.
Oh god. If a Weeping Angel is in front of a mirror, it's stuck. Because it's looking at itself.
Yeah.
I mean, that's how they beat them in the first episode with them.
Wait.
What?
What if the reason why Weeping... I mean, this isn't true because obviously it doesn't work for all reflective surfaces, but I was going to say, what if the reason why a Weeping Angel can't... It isn't true because if you look at a Weeping Angel while it's not looking at you, it doesn't move around. But what if I was gonna say, what if a weeping angel? The reason why it doesn't move when you're looking at it is because your eyes have reflections of it, and it's looking at itself. And actually, it's only that it looking at itself causes it to do that.
Something I've heard, which is
But
obviously
at that point,
incorrect.
just put a fucking blindfold on.
Yeah, something I thought is obviously incorrect, but I like the fact that there's a theory that, you know, the reason we never see them move, even when no one's looking at them, is because we're looking at them. Like, you know, when they were disguised as gargoyles or something.
Doesn't that just sound like fridge? Doesn't that just sound like fridge horror for the weeping angels? Why can't you move sometimes when no one's looking at you?
There's a higher being looking at you through a bloody TV screen. I don't know.
Like, that just sounds like fridge horror for weeping angels. You know?
I wasn't thinking of it in those-
something's watching you even when you don't see them. It's like, ah!
Look, no, I have no idea where I'm going with that. Anyway, you were supposed to say understood now.
I did say understood.
Oh,
before.
never mind. My bad.
From the corner of the room, an arcane construct stood up and began charging towards me at terrifying speeds, while I was about to get drop-kicked. Before I even knew what was happening, it raised its fist to strike me. Damn, you can get these... Come on, fucker. Come on. Damn. Wow. Look at that. Celeste's sword sprite. That is massive!
That is a big sword, but you know she's really strong, so it's
Jesus,
fine.
that's massive though. I mean, it went through Thingy's chest, but yeah, damn. Flustered, I fell back and raised my arms to shield myself. Closed my eyes, bracing for the impending impact. Instead, I heard the clang of steel striking stone.
Stone.
I guess.
What's the stone here?
I guess because the thing isn't technically isn't steel. It's bone, and bone sounds more like stone when it gets struck.
Oh, okay. Yeah, okay. I can vibe with that.
I'm fine with that because yeah, again, it's made out of what, purple worm bone.
Purple worm
yeah.
bone.
Bone sounds like stone, not just phonetically, but like actually
Literally when
you
it's
bonk
struck. Okay, sure.
Confused, I opened my eyes to see Celeste standing between the construct and me.
If that's one thing I wish was actually on Celeste's like sprite normally,
Her sword?
her sword should be at her hip.
Yeah.
Especially since, like, on that sprite, it looks like she's about to draw it.
Yeah.
Like, it looks like she's about a judgment cut.
Yeah. Like, is it side or is it back? I think it's side because, like, she's side on when she's doing.
Yeah. So it's at her hip, right?
Yeah.
Like she's about to draw it. It's like that's what you'd look like if you were drawing from your hip and being like super intense about it and showy. But like, so it should be there. Why isn't it just there?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
I kind of wish it was just there. Like,
Confused, I opened my eyes to see Celeste standing between the construct and me.
again, more of a nitpick than anything else. 'Cause, like,
it's not.
it doesn't need to be there.
Logically, it
It's
doesn't matter. Therefore, it's not really
Yeah.
that important.
just kind of like, I kind of wish we could
Yeah.
see the sword.
Her sword was drawn, and it was locked with the construct's fist. It's like the thing with Theodore, like Redmond, the headmaster, where his like book for one of his things just disappears.
Yeah.
He's got his book with
like,
him,
what?
and then it just
Why isn't
vanishes.
why isn't that under his arm when he's doing that thing? It's like,
Despite the construct's imposing size and strength, Celeste was slowly pushing it back.
wait,
What?
why are they that strong?
What construct?
Yeah.
Five Nights at Freddy's.
No, that's not an answer.
Why isn't it?
Well, okay.
I thought it was just the lighting, but yeah, that is actually that's changed colour.
Yeah.
I
Two-part
I
thingy.
thought that was lighting for a while, and I was like, wait, what?
Go into the text log for a second. What does he describe that as? Celeste was slowly pushing it back. So they're close in strength, but Celeste has the edge.
Yeah, unlike Celeste easily overpowering full-ass grown men like Orin White.
There's a way better feat. She can bend the metal bars of Rathome's dungeons.
Yeah, true.
So that means fair reasonable chance that the constructs could, if asked to.
Yeah.
Right?
Damn.
Because, like, Celeste wasn't giving it everything there either. She was trying to, like, subtly check while Tyrion was there, if she could. And from Tyrion's description, yeah, she totally could, because she was just like, well, I've got an idea.
Yeah.
I've got another way to get out of here,
Damn,
I think. Let me check.
Well, there you go.
It wasn't like she was going like... So these things could totally bend bars.
Yeah,
So they're really strong.
Five Nights at Freddy's.
But why? What possible reason could you have to make these constructs superhumanly strong? Why would you do that? That just feels like a recipe for disaster.
Maybe they're secretly trying to make them
Oh,
autonomous
forklift.
soldiers
Short forklift. Oh, that would actually be...
to like work,
Fair enough.
to work against Lucio Steelwind.
That would totally make sense. I would be totally down for that being
I'd
the
be down
reason.
for that.
But that's only going to be a thing if they ever show up again.
Yeah.
Because that isn't brought up in this case.
Upon taking a closer look at Celeste, the girl narrowed her eyes.
Construct, stand down. Down.
Yeah, I didn't.
I was trying to do like a really fancy. Stand down. Down.
Dawn.
Down.
Acknowledge.
I'm terribly sorry for that. I wasn't aware this man was your servant.
Celeste's hand was firmly clenched around the hilt of her sword, but she put it away without another word.
I haven't noticed you around campus. Are you a new student? If the academy allowed her to bring her retainer... Seriously, guys, don't put yellow on white and expect me to read it. She must be important. You don't do bright on bright and you don't do black on black. Or better. What are you talking about?
I'm just saying, look at the room. Black on black.
Well, yeah, we're not trying to read the wallpaper.
I'm trying to read the room.
Saw an opportunity. Yes, my master just enrolled here recently.
What?
Celeste squinted at me, confused. I just tilted my head towards Miriam.
Yes, I just started here. I take it you're Miriam Frager? Yes, it seems my reputation precedes me.
The spoiled... Oh, good
Oh
lord.
no, not again!
The spoiled... This is too white.
I'm disrupting your investigation.
Yeah, she
by
is actually
putting-
disrupting my
By
investigation.
making it difficult to read parts of it.
This is so bright. I can't see myself.
The spoiled daughter of House Frege, one of the four pillar families, she's extremely arrogant but appears to excel at her studies at the Imperial Academy. I can't imagine she has many genuine friends.
Yo!
Crazy! He always comes swinging, bro.
Yo, I bet she hasn't got any friends.
Would he?
Yeah, actually, from
Would you,
Kingdom
man?
Hearts. My guess is no one's ever loved you before.
That's so wild.
What the hell did he say that for?
Crazy shit.
It is a pleasure to make your acquaintance, lady. I'm Celeste. Celeste Mc...
She caught herself, pausing for what was a very awkward moment.
Steelwind. I'm Celeste Steelwind.
Was she serious? No way Miriam was going to believe.
Steelwind. It's a pleasure to meet another member of such an esteemed house. She must be from a distant branch family. Father may have a use for her.
Wait, she was actually buying this?
I just moved in and thought I should introduce myself.
Celeste Steelwind?
You know, I actually would have liked it if they went the whole 9 yards and, is that an American football term, do you think?
What?
The whole 9 yards?
Maybe.
Because, like, it's 1st and 10, but then, like, you... No,
I feel
wait,
like
that's
their
10, not
pitches
9.
are more than 9 yards long.
Yeah, there's that too, isn't there? I'll have to
That'd
look
be
up
like
that idiom.
9 of me.
What? Yeah.
No,
but-
wait, I'm not
No.
yards tall.
Oh yeah, the 1st and 10 isn't 10 yards either, is it? Is it meters or is it like?
I think it's meters.
It's either meters or feet. Either way, I kind of wish they went the whole 9 yards and said occupation student, age 19. Or, oh, actually,
Yeah.
those would have still fit.
Yeah.
Or maybe like scare quotes over
Yeah.
student. But those other two can fit. Such an esteemed heist. Heist.
She sounds like she's vaguely German.
Well, the Von Sanctuses have a Von in there.
Yeah, that's true.
Seeing as you're a top student in the field of conjugation,
Conjuration.
yes.
Oh, there was no backing out now.
Oh, let's present.
Yeah, you know,
Aria.
Honestly, I don't know what Arya is thinking. At this rate, it won't matter which house she belongs to. She'll be ruined. Are you actually concerned about her? Oh, what? Of course not! I don't have any genuine friends!
What about Eris?
By the way, do you happen to know Eris Ilmatter? Oh. I would stay away from her if I were you. I've heard some unsavoury things about what have happened to people who cross her. It's no wonder she's joined forces with that necromancer. Necromancer. I can't believe it took so long for that necromancer to be detained. All it took was a literal murder.
Trial isn't over yet. He's innocent until proven guilty.
Oh, of course you would say that. You trash, but can't help but sympathise with each other. Do not talk to him like that.
What? Why do I suddenly feel so terrified of her?
Is fear aura an actual, like, thing?
Yeah, they've got Conqueror's Haki.
Eris is just really good at Conqueror's Haki.
Sorry, just don't, okay? Of course.
Does she know about the piss jar?
The piss jar. What do you think about the piss jar, Miriam? I'm terribly sorry, but I don't have much to say about that.
That's valid. If someone came up to me and said, "What do you know about piss jar?" I'd be like, no, we're not going there.
When she looks spooked, she looks spooked.
Yeah, I feel like I've got a gun to her. Like, I don't know. Miss Frege, I was wondering if we could ask you some questions about...
Excuse me, I don't believe anyone has permitted you to speak.
Oh, here we go. Celeste was still smiling, but I could faintly hear her grinding her teeth together.
So, we heard about what happened to Professor Bellwether. I can't believe it. Yes, it's quite tragic what happened to her. What happened to her? I don't know why I'm doing this.
Why not?
She had always been a friend of House Frege.
She was obviously going to be more receptive to Celeste Steelwind. Might be better to let Celeste take the lead on the questioning. Honestly, I think you could have a little thing where you if you try to present to her before that text thing, she just brushes you off immediately no matter what you present.
Yeah.
Just
That
like, hey,
would
no
fit.
one's permitted you to
Although,
speak.
admittedly, Celeste did say, "What do you think about this?"
Yeah. No, but I mean, then afterwards.
Oh,
you
then
can-
afterwards Celeste does
Celeste
it. Yeah,
does it,
yeah, fair enough. We heard what you saw on the day of the murder. Could you tell us more about what happened? Oh, you heard about that from your relative, did you? Don't mind me asking, why are you so interested? She's not like Arya, is she? Oh, you know, I'm just curious is all. You know how uneventful life can be sometimes? Being a noble and all?
Alright, she really needed to tone it down.
Oh, is that all? I was worried you were going down the same path as that poor confused Arya. Well, I'm in the middle of a study break anyway. I suppose I have some time to spill some tea. What?
Damn.
That is no way. There is no way that phrase didn't pop up in the last 10 years.
She out here in 2010s. What the hell?
She's a Gen Z.
I think I might have grown up with her.
She's a Gen Zer.
I think I remember her.
Remember her from Skewell?
Yeah, I remember her from Skewell.
Speaking of construct, please prepare us some tea. Use that lotus tea we imported from the Eastern Kingdoms. She might be useful. I should win her favour.
Damn, bro's still managing to import that despite the fact that they're like joining an alliance that is currently at war with them.
Yeah.
That's some good imports.
You don't understand how good William Frege is at talking to people.
This guy could go onto the front lines and somehow
The art
barter.
of the deal.
Acknowledged.
Lotus tea? You have lotus juice?
Could feel myself slowly losing control of the situation. Wait, I just remembered. I wanted to look around.
Repairing Arcanum.
She's chilled.
Bro, she hasn't been doing any
magic.
study.
No study.
You do conjuration. Does she not do conjuration in her own room?
No, I guess not.
Is it dangerous to do conjuration?
Well, we already know she's crap at it. It's smokes and mirrors. Rad, it's just smokes and mirrors.
Sorry, when you said that, I. I'm so cooked.
What?
Well, it wasn't. I didn't hear that. I heard Goku's brother. It's just smoke and mirrors. Goku's brother, just smoke and mirrors.
Raditz smoke.
Raditz just smoke and
Raditz smoke and mirrors.
Raditz just smoke and mirrors. But if that were the case, then she'd be an illusionist. She's a conjuration. She's a conjurator.
No, she's using actual, like, genuine, like real life magician tricks to act like she's
It's
doing
so
conjuration.
high effort. I don't know why she'd do that.
It was a table for guests. It didn't look like it's seen much use until now. It's pretty sad.
No, well, yeah, she has no genuine
Get her
friends.
some friends.
She's got so few people. Is that a mirror or is that a picture stand that just doesn't have anyone in it?
Oh my god.
I'm just saying.
It was an extravagant bed. Miriam appeared to live pretty well.
Okay, question: are all the rooms like this, or did she, like you said, did she put up this wallpaper herself?
She puts up the wallpaper.
I'm just saying, like everything's black here.
Yeah, yeah.
Instead of it being the colours of the like everywhere else, there's like a reddy beige kind of thing going on.
Yeah, if I try and move somewhere.
Yeah, look at that. That's not
That's
in
not
the.
here.
That's also not here.
Yeah.
But yeah, we've got yellows, browns, and then here it's just black, 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 black.
Boom. Jet black, yeah.
Like, if you ask me, it should look more brown. So it feels to me like she put these up herself, which would be, you know, more towards the whole, oh, the nobles have loads of power. Like, yeah, she's just rearranging the goddamn furniture in the dorm room.
What's white again?
White is
It's jet black
white.
and something white.
Bright white.
No, it's another material, because jet is a material.
Jet's a material.
Yeah, that's why it's jet black, because it's as black as jet.
Like, it took me ages to realise that pitch black was because black
Pitch,
as
yeah.
pitch, as in pitch. But I never heard of pitch until I read. Until I
always
saw
used
some
to
Shakespeare.
I always used to think you could say jet white. I still do sometimes, because
Jet white.
jets are usually white. They're
Yeah.
not usually black, you know? You get into a plane, it's usually a white plane, not a black plane. I guess, like, private jets sometimes are black, but, you know, most of the time they're white. Traditionally, they're white. So, I was like, oh, well, it's jet white. But no, jet's a material that's black. It's like, kind of... It's like some sort of rocky, woody thing, basically. You know, just another tough material that's black.
Stark white.
Stark white. No.
Pure white.
I petition
Snow white.
PS5 case white. Yeah?
It's a little wordy though, don't you think?
Ah, yeah.
I heard that you were one of the last people who saw the professor.
Celeste's hair white.
Celeste's hair white. Yeah, perfect, honestly.
She looks like she's got a thing attached to her head now.
Where did this happen? It was in the hallways when I saw her coming out of the headmaster's office. She appeared to be heading towards the library.
This poor girl probably thinks she's making a friend here.
Oh, at last, a friend!
I just kind of feel bad for her.
Imagine it said that in the Eye of Horus.
Yeah, oh god, I'd feel so bad.
Imagine!
No, I kind of feel bad for her, because, like, she's just some kid and she doesn't have any friends.
Yeah, conversely, instead it has her going, oh, I could use her.
Yeah.
Maybe she doesn't have any friends because she's like a little bit of a bitch.
Yeah, she's a megalomaniac.
Do you remember what time this happened? I'm not really sure, honestly. It's a little embarrassing, but I have a bad habit of getting too absorbed in my work. Sometimes entire hours will pass without my notice.
Because you're not. That's because you're on TikTok instead of actually fucking doing your homework.
Do you have a rough idea at least?
Learning about how to spill some tea instead of learning about how to do some conjuration.
I believe it was in the morning.
So it was before her meeting with the headmaster.
Did anything seem off about her? No, it was a short encounter.
Nearly had a brief encounter there.
I merely greeted her and she responded in kind. Or at least that's what should have happened.
Thought just now. What did it mean?
She goes over to her and she's just like, "Oh, good morning, Smegoff." Slowly glanced at
Yes,
Celeste and caught her attention. Using small motions, I shook my head. Miriam was holding something back. He's doing the, you know, Hand signals.
Were you and the professor really on good terms? I heard she was pretty mean toward the other students. Towards the riffraff, maybe, but not to students like us. She was my personal instructor during summer break. She fulfilled a similar role to my sister when she studied here. She was a long-time friend of House Frege. That's why we were planning on appointing her as the new headmaster. Wait, what did you just say? What did she just say? She just said to both. Oh, to my sister.
How could we get her to extrapolate on that with presenting?
I don't think we will, but I'm going to guess.
Want to learn necrotic blight?
What do you think about necrotic blight? Oh, I'm terribly sorry. I don't have much to say about necrotic blight. Valid reaction.
I could show him my attorney's runestone.
A runestone? I have one as well, but mine is the latest model.
I know, because you keep scanning, you keep going on TikTok with it. I'm taking her runestone privileges away from her. You have a newer model. Can I see it?
That's
what?
odd from Tyrion.
Yeah, he's like, shit, newest model, give me that.
Yeah, you've got the iPhone 6, 8
got the
plus, whatever.
Hold on, you have an iPhone?
What? No!
Why did Tyrion want that so bad? It's like, please give me the iPhone. Fulfill the families.
No! I don't want them to find out how long I've been on Mage Talk.
Oh, God.
Frege's primarily control Wyvern finances, right? But of course, the Freges own every banking house in the kingdom. One could even say that we alone are responsible for Wyvern prosperity.
How about sharing that prosperity with the other with the common folk? He wants in on the banks.
Communism, baby. Okay, not really.
Not that I mean, not that banking is that important in the Middle Ages, since basically no one had banks in the Middle Ages.
Yeah.
Like, because banking only becomes a thing once storing money is less than literally storing money. Like once you actually store ideas of money and collective wealth, you know what I mean? Because banks don't actually have everyone's money. They have the idea of everyone's money and then a lot of money inside the bank. But
most money is digital these days.
Yeah, but when you extract money from the bank, they don't have all the money, like all of everyone's money in there, because the bank uses it for this, that, and the other. So that's how the idea of banking works. In a medieval period, if you wanted 10 silver pieces, you'd just hide 10 silver pieces on your bed. You wouldn't need like a bank for that. But I guess these guys need banks, so. Replacing the headmaster.
Did you just say they were going to appoint Bellwether as the new headmaster? Oh, I'm surprised you didn't know. House Frege holds several seats on the Academy's board, along with the Grand General.
But
Lucio
Steelwind
is on the Academy's board? Why? Why is Lucio Steelwind on the school board?
House Frege's just there. Everyone sits down in the school board meeting. He just sits there, and then one of the Freges is just like, "You got a little bit of." He's like, "What? A little bit of what?" It's just like a little bit of brain.
Got a little bit of brain on your.
What?
Got a little bit of brain on your shoulder.
Oh.
Oh, we ate it.
That's quite tasty. It's like what?
We were making plans to have her replace that lout Redmond. Light.
What?
Light. I can't work out how to say lout with that overly Porsche accent.
When you say posh, you sound like you're saying Porsche.
Overly Porsche?
Porsche? Is that why it's called Porsche?
No, it's not called Porsche because of that.
Are we going to sack the headmaster? Fella, are you keeping
We're
up
going
with
to
the
sack
script?
the headmaster, and then we're going to celebrate by opening a beer can or two.
I thought you were going to
Beer can.
I thought you were going to say we're going to celebrate by opening a bank or two. What?
It's that old thing about, like, if you say bacon in
beer can
versus saying
Beer can in... Is it beer can in posh British English versus
That's what I mean. That
bacon in Jamaican English?
that's what English as a
Beer
language
can.
gets for.
Beer can.
That's what English as a language
Beer
gets for being
can.
like one of the top
Beer
3
can.
languages most spoken. Of course, you're gonna have so many dialects.
Yeah.
If loads of people speak it, loads of people are gonna develop dialects.
Yeah.
You know,
In various
one
different
here, one
parts
there,
of the
one
world.
there, one there, one there. Boom.
Did Headmaster Redmond know about this? Oh, of course not. This was part of a large-scale plan. Along with Redmond, we're also going to replace all of the staff members with arcane constructs. We had to keep everything under wraps, or else the help would have left before we were ready. And where would that leave us?
Jan supposedly overheard Bellmother talking about the constructs. Did Bellmother prematurely reveal the plan to Theodore? Or was Jan just lying about how he found out?
But alas, with Bellwether gone, we'll have to delay our plans. Is that another Bellwether face in our evidence?
It better not be. I feel like I have so many Bellwethers. Yeah,
We have got... Oh,
no, we
wait,
have to-
what happened to the other one?
Oh,
was
it
it an
must have been
update?
it must have been an update to Bellwether's plan.
Uh,
I was gonna say, how many Bellwethers can we fit in the, you know? It's just gonna turn into all Bellwethers one day.
we've got a Jan, we've got an Arya, and we've got Bellwethers there.
Yeah. Two Bellwethers, a Jan, an Arya, an Arcane Construct, Iron Man. Yeah, like, I'm listing a shopping list at this point.
A shopping list?
Yeah.
You can't buy people, that's like illegal.
You can buy Iron Man.
Oh yeah, you can buy Iron Man. So, we heard that Arya took your rapier as evidence for the case? Can you believe her? She still won't give it back to me. My father will have my head if I can't get it back soon. How did it even become a part of the investigation anyways? Shot.
Is there a place? Is there a place for it here? Like, if we turn around, is there like a big display case?
I don't know. Arya won't tell me anything.
Or is she just, like, would she just wear that, like, full sword out, you know?
I swear, if that necromancer was the one who stole it, I'll execute him myself. So someone did steal it from you? Yes, from right out of my room. When did this happen? About a few weeks ago. I noticed when I came back from one of my classes. Someone removed the rapier from its display case in my room. You nailed it
go.
on the head.
Wow, I didn't even remember that, so I don't know. But where's... I'm guessing it's behind us, because...
Yeah.
Is the display case in the room with us?
It's a shame, because it would have been nice to see the display case.
Yeah.
Just empty. How did they get into your room in the first place? Do you think someone used magic to teleport past the door? Please, I'm a master of conjuration magic.
Allegedly.
If someone attempted that, my enchantments would have shunted them out.
Allegedly. It meant if the thief came through... That meant that the thief came through one of the doors or windows.
Oh, wait, hold on a second. So, teleportation's a thing. Oh, wait! We use teleportation all the time, my bad.
Yeah.
I forgot. I bet it was that necromancer.
So that joke I said earlier about him teleporting to her, stabbing her, and then teleporting out could actually be viable.
Yeah. Although we didn't
'Cause
see
we
any
already-
traces of teleportation magic.
Does conjuration leave traces?
I
I don't know at this point, because
Is conjuration... Oh, yeah, she's got
enchantments don't
enchantment.
leave traces, because we... So keep that in mind, guys. Enchantments don't leave traces. Or at least conjuration enchantments.
I bet it was that necromancer. I'm sure a street child like him just knows how to pick a lock. Is that a reference to Fire Emblem? Always giving
All street urchins.
always giving like street urchin characters lockpick as their flipping
Yeah.
personal skill.
Even Ash has got that.
Yeah, and he's an adopted noble.
Yeah. And it's a pretty. Well, I don't know what it would entail back in the day, because I don't really know what locks were like back in the day.
Skeleton keys.
I wonder what it would actually be back in the day, because I know nowadays lockpicking is like, there's a bloody fine art there, because like they make such weird locks nowadays, you know?
Yeah.
With all these cylinders and
Yeah.
these ball bearings, and it feels like they're doing it genuinely just to like mess with people. Because like at this point, wouldn't you just use some weird digital Just use some weird digital scanner thing and boom, they can't lock. But people still make these weird locks where it's like it's a triple cylinder access core with this. Oh, you gotta lift this up here and press that down there and then spin around, and it's so weird. I've seen some weird locks.
Double 83 times.
No, genuinely, I've seen some really weird locks where
Sorry,
they
I was yawning.
do this stuff with like ball bearings and you have to like magnetically pull the ball bearings up and
God.
down and stuff. It's so crazy.
I've heard that you're one of the Academy's top students. Your grades must be amazing.
Like at that point, I'd just be like, bro, why do you want to get into my house so bad? Like whatever you did to get him to break this lock is going to be 10 times more difficult than like whatever I have in my house. Just to buy a PS5.
Of course, as an inheritor of House Frege, my grades are impeccable. Feels good to have my greatness recognised.
That was strange. I didn't see anything contradictory through the eye this time. Was she just delusional about how good a student she was? He gestured to Celeste to continue pressing.
Oh, what kind of magic do you study here? You must be joking. I study magic from the School of Conjuration. Just like most members of my house. School of Conjuration.
Do they all just teach them one kind of spell?
The weird thing is, we haven't been told, really, that...
Like, is Bro in the illusion course? Or is he in the theurgy course?
He's in the necromancy course.
Well, yeah, she said that the theurgy course,
Oh,
children
wait, you're
do
right.
that. But he's got illusion spells too. Is he two-timing the school? Doing two different... Like, because she's saying...
What does that mean?
Having sex with another class.
Sex with another class, Tyrion!
But, like, you know...
Wait, where was I? And where was you?
I was just saying, is he actually using...
Oh, yeah. That is a good question, because we haven't really been told if like, the whole arcane art thing is their, like, affinity towards that. Like, they have a natural talent towards this.
Look at what she just said. She just said, oh, is that a joke? Of course I study magic from the School of Conjuration. What, just only? Of course I practice mathematics here. I hope you do other subjects.
Well,
Coming out here with one GCSE, damn. Great job. Like,
the weird thing is, like, I would probably naturally tend towards thinking that, if not for the fact that we're shown in the very first case, like Garrick Pierce, who knows transmutation and
well, no, that's the thing.
evocation.
I would have thought people with their arcane arts, they use specific types of magic.
Like it's not even affinity. They can only use that school.
But half of his legal spells are from different schools of magic.
Yeah, bloody hell, he's got an evocation as well.
He has 2 illegal spells, 3 spells from miscellaneous schools of magic, and 2 necromancy spells that are legal.
Yeah.
So he's been taught 2 necromancy spells, 3 non-necromancy spells, and his arcane art is necromancy.
Yeah.
Huh?
That's the type of magic that specialises in spatial manipulation, right? Yes, I consider myself quite the expert in that field. Why, the Crown Prince himself has asked me my assistance in a research study. It's nice to finally work with someone of my calibre.
Again, I didn't see any thoughts that contradicted what she was saying. If she was smart enough to get the Crown Prince's attention, why would she be cheating?
Maybe it is literally just that theoretical thing we said before.
Huh?
Maybe it really is that theoretical
Well,
thing.
like,
she's
she's
trash
just
at
really
theory.
bad at exams.
Yeah.
She's just like...
Goes in exam,
She
she's
has
like,
dyslexia or something and no one knows about it yet, so...
She has a
you just
panic
think
attack
she's-
as soon as she enters a scene. It just faints. Boom. Dun.
No! Poor Miriam with her... having panic attacks and no friends.
Yeah, I feel bad for Miriam, man.
You said something about my wayward relative before. Were you talking about Arya? Oh, I'm terribly sorry if I offended you. But I'm sure it must pain you to see the way she's been acting lately. Yes, it's been extremely hard.
Hang in there, Celeste.
Do you know she even interrogated me about the murder yesterday?
Can you believe it? A steel wind running around a crime scene like a common knight. A common knight? Huh? Like, no, I know what she means by common knight, but if you're a knight, you're not a commoner.
Just say grunt. Or soldier.
Yeah,
Or
of
something
course.
other than knight.
Or something other than common.
Yeah.
Because obviously this doesn't mean common as in commoner.
Yeah.
It means like a randy-pandy knight.
Yeah.
Why, if I tried something like that, my father would disown me. She's so desperate to prove she's nothing like her father. Flashback.
Whoa. I got jumped. Is that really what you believe? Or are you just hiding the fact that you're here on your father's behalf?
I am not working with my father. I'm working against him just as much as you are. Typo? My apologies. I didn't mean to typo like that.
You lost your temper so hard you typoed.
I'm working against him just as much as you are.
It says it here, I'm working against him.
I'm working against him just as much as you are.
Is that why she
Yeah,
became a
typo.
prosecutor? Was it all to reject her bloodthirsty father?
Honestly, she probably thinks she can do anything just because of her betrothed. She's so full of herself, Asta deserves better. But if the Grand General keeps drowning these villages in blood, I imagine even that will be in jeopardy. And when that happens, I'll steal him back.
But,
Sorry, that and bark. There we go.
you do realise the king is doing that because the king likes it. I wouldn't be surprised if he's recording it.
Damn.
He's probably recording that. Vlogging that. He vlogs it.
I just sent Lucio Steelwind to drown 15 villages in blood.
Oh, God.
Sorry, I shocked even Celeste there, it
Yeah.
seems.
Celeste's eyes perked up. I'd be lying if I said mine didn't too. I was curious about who this Asta was.
Oh, that's a weird line.
That is a weird line because it implies that
Saw the eye.
Celeste just went, "Yo, did you see that in the Eye of Horus?"
The what? What do you mean, Celeste?
Hey, ah, Celeste. Yeah, he should say. But I was curious about who. I guess she's also curious about who Arya's betrothed was. But yeah, it's a weird one because
He should say. In addition, I was curious
Yeah.
about who this Asta was. Like he's curious about what she's curious about, and he's also curious about the Asta thing.
like they're both curious about who Asta is, who is presumably
betrothed.
Arya's betrothed, because she's so full of herself. Like this is clearly saying Arya's betrothed is named Asta. Fine. So they're both thinking about Asta. Celeste doesn't know that though, so this implies that Celeste has knowledge that she is referring to Asta. It's just a weird line. It's just a weird one But I shook my head when she looked at me. We couldn't risk blowing our cover for some gossip about the prosecutor. Damn, she's a talker.
you have an arcane construct in your room. I thought they were only in the library in the locker room. This construct was a gift from House Von Sanctus. I have to say they're quite convenient to have around. They look really cool. Maybe I should get one. You should. A construct would be far more useful than this attendant of yours. Yeah, maybe. Unfortunately, there are still some issues with their intelligence. Their intelligence? It happens when you give them complex commands. Might be easier to show you.
Miriam turned to the construct and began beckoning it over.
Construct, please retrieve my textbooks and bring them here. Then cast Steelwind Strike at this location. After that, retrieve some plates and set them out at this table. Sorry, I just... I just clocked on that she said Steelwind Strike.
What?
There's a spell called Steelwind Strike.
Yeah, it probably turns babies inside out or something.
It's like... No one else decided to name a spell after their house or anything.
I mean, Lucio Steelwind is an absolute maniac. It's... If they could tell me anything about him, I'd just say that's probably in character. Well, except if it's him doing anything good.
Yeah.
If he went out of his way
To not step on a
to
spider.
not step on a spider, then that'd be out of character.
Yeah.
He's not getting that. When he goes down, he ain't getting that spider thread.
Buddha ain't helping him out on that.
Buddha's
one.
like, nah, bro, you're done.
I'm not giving you a chance. You didn't even not stand on a spider. Like, come
Bro,
on,
you
man.
walked past the spider, then turned around, walked back, and crushed the spider.
After that, retrieve some plates and set them out at this table.
Acknowledged.
What?
Construct stood up and retrieved Miriam's textbooks from one of the shelves in the room. Brought them to the table where they were sitting at, just like she'd ordered. Then it suddenly stopped.
Wait, what happened? The construct obviously can't cast Steelwind Strike, so my second command was impossible to carry out. But did you notice something else? It ignored your third command too. Exactly, my third command was possible to carry out. Constructs execute a series of commands in the order that they are given. But let's say one of those tasks is impossible to complete. When the construct gets to that task, it will deem the entire series impossible to complete. As a result, it will stop executing the series altogether.
Construct's logic limitation. Really do like this. This is a great.
If a construct is ordered to complete tasks A, B, and C, it will process each of those tasks individually. If task B is impossible, the construct won't realise this until it reaches task B. When it reaches task B, it will deem the entire series of commands as impossible and stop what it's doing without even attempting to complete task C. That is such an... they described that so well.
Excellent description of logic, yeah.
So well. Like, I think you'd be hard-pressed to find someone who didn't understand the concept after that.
Lady Steelwind, I'm afraid we must leave now if we want to make our next arrangement.
Oh, right. Let's go, servant. Oh, leaving already? It was a pleasure talking to you. Yeah, sure. See you around.
Made my way back to the foyer with Celeste. At the time we'd spent, we'd only had a brief amount of time before night fell. Luckily, we found a lot during our investigation.
You sure you didn't want to talk to her more? We were getting a lot out of her.
We already got a lot of useful information out of her. The more time we spend with her, the more likely she is to see through our ruse and warn the prosecution.
Well, warn her family.
Yeah.
Prosecution is
Prosecution
fine.
knows.
We have the prosecution in our pocket.
The prosecution literally said, she lives here. Like,
Right.
did she just think we wanted to know where Miriam Frager lives? So, why Steelwind?
I don't know, I panicked. I don't remember any of the other houses' names.
Pierce would have had a lower profile.
I'm not using that creep's name.
Hopefully Steelwind... Yeah, that's kind of crazy. He's like, yeah, you could have used Pierce, bro. He knifed her dad. Like, bro, chefed up her dad, and you're saying, oh, you could have been Pierce. Hopefully Steelwind doesn't mind borrowing her name.
And we got her statement on what she saw that day.
There's also what she said about her rapier.
Bet she was lying when she said it was stolen. She's probably trying to establish an alibi.
I'm not so sure.
Why'd you say that?
Doesn't it feel too obvious? If she was lying about the rapier being stolen, that would imply she planned all of this in advance. But if she had to choose a murder weapon, why would she choose something that literally has her family name on it? I'd understand if the murder was a spur-of-the-moment decision. Huh?
I don't think he's right.
On the other side of it, it's engraved. Frager! Big bold letters. On the blade as well. It's engraved into the blade. I'd understand if the murder was a spur-of-the-moment decision and somehow occurred in her dorm room. A situation like that, she might have just used something nearby. But if this was a premeditated murder committed by Miriam, that rapier would be the last weapon she'd choose.
Right, I guess that makes sense.
Just get a fork instead.
W explanation from Tyrion.
Yeah, W.
Nice.
There's also the evidence of academic dishonesty. Doesn't match up with what we heard from Miriam.
You mean all that stuff about working with the Crown Prince? She's probably just making things up to look good in front of me.
I have an insight when it comes to things like this. Under certain circumstances, I can usually tell when someone's lying. Be able to see through a lie as grandiose as that. People could subconsciously shield themselves from the Eye of Horus, even if they didn't know about it.
Huh?
But when they did that, I wouldn't be able to see any thoughts from them. I mean, like Arya, but...
So it's just like when you're guarded.
I'm confused because... Yeah, it's kind of weird because people's emotions are usually kind of guarded when they're tense. But
Yeah.
when they're tense, that's when the Eye of Horus works. So you have to be tense, but not guarding your emotions.
Yeah.
Which is a bit of a... Isn't that a contradiction, you know? Like, you when you're tense, you're like, okay, I'm locking myself in. When you're not tense, you're a lot more free and easy with what you're giving away, like, body language-wise, you know, naturally, what you're saying. But, you know, what's this about? I saw that she was lying about her encounter with Bellwether. I would have seen dissonant thoughts if she was lying about her grades too.
Oh, hold on a second. Can you log that just real quick? Oh, wow.
What?
I didn't think it said were. Thought it said was.
No.
Correct grammar.
Correct grammar.
Well, I guess your insight has never failed us before, but what does this mean?
I don't know. Even with everything we've found, I'm not sure who the real culprit is. At the very least, I think we should try to pull Miriam onto the stand. If she testifies in court, I might be able to find something I can use. I love how we went to Arya. Yeah, we'll just try not to bring her onto the... don't worry. We'll, like, try everything in our power not to have to bring her onto the stand. And then we immediately go...
Bro, I got no idea.
I got nothing. Let's just bring her on the stand. That was a big maybe. She was the daughter of the Duke of Faience.
I kicked her father's ass.
I kicked her father's ass in that chest... Wait, no, that hasn't happened yet.
Oh my god, you're right!
That happened a month.
Oh my god, you're right!
So it hasn't happened yet. Upcoming chess tournament. If I didn't play my cards right, that move could spook the judge enough. Oh, sorry, I was thinking about the chess tournament. I was like...
The judge? The chess judge?
Could spook the judge enough to make him end the trial then and there.
Wait, do we have time to kill? Do you want to head back to the library? You could continue your research.
She's fidgeting with her hands. Feet were already shuffling towards the library doors. You just want to read Dagger at Daggerfall, don't you?
It's Death at Daggerfall, and it's a great series!
Every time I try to pick one of those books up, I figure out who the killer is within the first few chapters.
Yeah, well, I'm a normal human being, okay? I'm not some murder-solving prodigy.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, big, me big and strong.
Why don't you go read one of those Wraithbound books? Maybe you'll find the unpublished sequel there too.
Wait, what? Huh? Wait, is there an wait, Wait, so she's reading Death at Daggerfall, an unpublished sequel to it?
In the library
In the
somewhere.
library of a school.
Yeah.
Was she writing it when she was at school and then she just, like, gave it to the library and said, ah, fuck it, I'm
You
not
can
gonna
have
publish
it.
I'm not publishing this shit. Like, you can have that.
This one's mid.
Like,
Have it.
Celeste, that series has been finished for centuries. I mean, the guy writing it's dead.
The nobility paid Corin Bloomvale to write stories about evil necromancers! He's a sellout! Evil necromancers! Liches are magically impossible, but people still eat that nonsense up! That man single-handedly threw the study of necromancy back into the Stone Age! No, I'm pretty sure that people are scared of necromancers. Because they can...
You're stuck talking like Miriam Fragan.
I'm pretty sure they can... necromancers. I'm pretty sure people are scared of necromancers because they can kill you by pointing at you. They can kill you by pointing at you, then parade your corpse around for your family to look at. Well, you know, he could point at you, kill you, and then use animate corpse to make you twerk in front of your friends and family.
Yeah.
How embarrassing and also, like, ethically
I don't know.
defunct would that be?
I actually don't feel like that'd be that embarrassing if he's already killed me. I'm dead.
Well, yeah, you're dead, but, like, you know.
I think I would just induce rage in me if I was one of
Those
those guys.
pillars are bothering me.
Why? What? They're just pillars.
Well, yeah, look at the top bit there. With not that one, the other one.
Eh?
Yeah, look, it's just...
What?
If you squint just right, it looks like it's in front of the other one.
Oh, I can kind of see. That's a bit of an optical illusion, though.
Yeah.
I can see it behind that one.
Illusio.
If I close one of my eyes and get bad depth perception, then yeah, I see what you're talking about. It's like I can see the switch over there, and oh, look at the corner of the room.
Look at the corner of any room while with one of your eyes closed, and then it starts looking weird because it's like, wait, is that coming out or is it going in?
Geometry is a bit hard when you don't have eyes.
I guess. What's wrong?
Can't stop thinking about what Wallace said about Corin Bloomvale.
Look, I get you really like that series, but they're just books, Tyrion.
They're more than that to me. Those books inspired me to do what I'm doing now.
Wait, the story about the magic light swords inspired you to become a defense attorney?
Ironic, considering that her main power is making her
Magic
sword
light
magically
sword.
light up. Long time ago, I experienced firsthand how corrupt Wyvern was. I started assuming the nobles would always win. Those books made me want to believe in a world where good could triumph over evil against all odds. If I never had that, I don't know if I'd be here today.
I get that, but Wallace really cares about necromancy too. Wallace really cares about necromancy too. Wallace really cares about necromancy too.
Hitler cared about killing Jews. Doesn't mean it's a good thing.
Holy shit.
Just saying.
I mean, that was the nuclear option for sure, but yeah, it gets the point across. Yeah, just because you care about something doesn't mean it's a good thing. Like, if you care about something that is evil, then that is not good. That is still evil.
Find a context where these are good.
Please, for God's sake, find a context where having animate corpse or
it's not
necrotic
even
light
that-
is actually useful.
It's not even that obviously they aren't good for this, that, and the other reason. What is actually good about knowing these?
Yeah, what context is there where it's...
Like, we all
what
know
can
that
you
there's
do
an
to
obvious...
benefit humanity with it?
We obviously know there's a lot of bad context to use those in.
Yeah.
But what's the good context?
Oh, well, necrotic light, you could point and kill at someone who was about to do something evil. Okay, cool,
Right.
sure. Animate corpse?
Hmm?
Is there actually any good guy thing you can do with animate corpse?
No.
I think there isn't. I would struggle.
The reason is because it's an ethically black zone.
No, what you mean, like desecrating someone's corpse?
Yeah, isn't it weird that throughout all of human history, everyone, no matter where they were, independently went, we should respect dead
we
corpses.
should respect the corpses. We should respect our dead.
We do whatever,
It's a universal human
thing.
moral.
We do it in various ways. Burn the bodies,
Yeah.
bury the bodies, give the bodies
But
to the
every
crows or
culture
whatever.
has their way of showing respect for the dead.
Yeah, we show it in
all
different
comes
ways,
from
but
the
it's
same
all...
source.
None of them are trying to disrespect the
Yeah,
dead. They're trying to respect
No one just
it.
this person's dead. Let's chuck their body into the flipping trash.
Like, people who think burial is respectful don't just go, oh, I can't be bothered, let's just throw it in the trash heap.
Yeah.
People who think burning it's respectful don't go, we'll just leave it out for the carrion birds, you know what I mean?
Yeah. They want it to be burned because they want to respect it, and in their culture, that is respecting it. We've been feeling the stigma against it for this entire case. The stigma of morally black spells. Look, some things are really hard to find a good thing to do with them. Like, just imagine for a second that you had in your hand a vial containing a virus that could destroy all life in the universe. Would you do it?
To know that the destruction of the universe... No, wait, we got sidetracked.
No, I'm not getting sidetracked. I'm saying Davros is the Doctor's theoretical vial of a virus that would destroy everything.
Such a power would set me above even the gods!
Yeah, like, can you do something good with that vial? No, you can't, because it kills everything.
Yes, I would do it! And with the Daleks, I will have that power! It's like, come on, you can't be out here saying that.
Yeah, like that vial, that you can't do anything good with that vial. And I would argue the case that, since I've now opened the door for things that are just, you can't do anything useful to people with. You can't do anything that benefits well-being and health in other individuals. Like, literally the only thing you can do with necrotic light is kill a person. If the situation does not call for kill this person, being the best morally good action, you can't do it. You just can't do anything.
Even if just restraining them would be better.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. So there's very few instances of that being good. Animate corpse, I just straight up think, bro, put in the bloody comments a way to use an animate corpse which would unambiguously be seen by people as a moral, even ambiguously seen by people as a moral good. Show me an instance of something you think where Animate Corpse could do something good for humanity.
I guess people being able to kick others out of cheap labour jobs so that they could use corpses to do it instead.
Those would suck. You'd have to reset them every 8 hours.
Yeah.
The minion can speak, but only if dictated by the person.
However, you do not have to pay them, which could mean
what
that
do you animate the corpse and then say and then have everyone pretend that it's alive? But like, oh, if the president doesn't give this speech, then war will commence or something. Like, that's all I can think of, and it doesn't even make any sense.
Yeah.
Is it really so hard to believe that those books contributed to how bad things are for him? No, no, Celeste! He chose to learn Necrotic Blight and Animate Corpse.
It is hard to believe that it is hard to believe that those books are what did it, considering these spells are
evil.
Evil.
Those are evil
These
spells.
are evil spells.
You know, it's in a lot of series where there's the magic that's classified as dark magic that people don't learn because it's kind of evil.
Yeah.
You know, like Harry Potter has the unforgivable curses.
Yeah.
Which are actually a weaker version of point kill.
Yeah.
Mind control, which is already here as we thought there's an evil serial killer mind controlling people, and the other one is just a torture curse.
Yeah.
Which torture is pretty much unambiguously considered to be like evil.
Yep.
You know, in the likes of Fire Emblem, you have mind control.
Yeah.
Life stealing.
And all these
spells.
inherently evil spells are considered inherently evil.
Yeah, because they are.
Yeah.
Because you can't do anything good with them.
Yeah.
And someone who is good and of firm moral fibre wouldn't turn to those spells because they're evil.
Yep.
You said it yourself, it's one of the most popular books out there.
Shakespeare is one of the most popular books out there. What?
Look,
Shakespeare? Shakespeare is a book.
The book is Shakespeare. Okay, where do we draw the line then? If a popular book portrays something to be evil, does that mean that it's secretly not evil, or is the door open for, hold on a second, this popular book has shone a light on something that is evil?
Yeah, it could be evil, it could be good. The fact that it's popular means absolutely nothing. The fact that
I would argue the case. Well, yeah, necromancy is for not the whole school because the healing is part of it, but things like necrotic blight, the parts of it that are forbidden. Those are forbidden because they're evil.
Yeah, they are evil. Saying, oh well, blanket terming, oh well, necromancy as a whole isn't evil. Well, yeah, but what's a good use for animate dead? You haven't said that yet. You know.
Moreover,
you're just dodging the question.
Moreover, saying, oh well, necromancy as a whole isn't evil. And, there's no stigma around necromancy as a whole.
Yeah, there isn't.
Kids learn mend wounds in droves.
Yep.
That is a necromancy spell.
Yep.
The only ones that are stigmatized are the forbidden ones, which have been forbidden because they are evil.
Yeah. I'd just say, well, good that if it did make necromancy, if it did make these necromancy spells very stigmatized, good.
Yeah, good.
It saved society's collapse.
Yeah, because if everyone knew
If
necrotic
everyone
blight,
knows necrotic blight, literally everyone
Yep.
dies. Society collapses instantly. That's it. Game over.
do you even know what kind of person Corin Bloomvale was? Irrelevant.
Irrelevant. The kind of person who wrote
Completely
something
irrelevant,
is irrelevant.
Celeste.
The kind of person who wrote something is completely irrelevant to the actual work of fiction.
All that does is inform you about author intent.
Yep.
It doesn't inform you anything about the actual content of the fiction.
Yep.
So yeah, irrelevant.
Not really.
So he could have been paid off by the nobility to write those books. Have I been playing too much Fates, or was that?
What?
I mean, I slipped there and said she, from having read Corin Bloomvale too much.
I see.
It's like Corin, that's
Female
female.
Corin.
That's a
Oh,
female
yeah.
name. Well, female Corin is the canon one now.
Oh yeah, because of Engage. True.
Not just in game. They were doing that shit back in
They
Warriors.
were doing that shit back in Warriors. You can't play male Corrin in Warriors. You can't play. It is
You,
really
you have
weird.
to. You have to. The only instance of male Corrin having precedence over female Corrin is Smash Bros.
Yeah, because male Corrin first, second skin is female Corrin.
But in Warriors you can unlock male Corrin, but you have to unlock male Corrin. Female Corrin is
Yeah.
the standard Corrin.
No, someone who did that could never write something so beautiful. What?
Why not? Well, why not?
Yeah, I mean, like the
Why can't you be a sellout and write beautiful things?
writing. Tyrion, writing well
Oh, hey,
is a skill.
Give me the
It's
text
not
log for a second.
Moral.
Give me the text log for a second. What do you say? Could have been paid off by the nobility to write those books. You know what that sounds like to me?
What?
That sounds like
A conspiracy theory?
that sounds like a
commission.
Commission.
Ooh, he
commissioned.
got commissioned. He couldn't write something beautiful. It was commissioned.
Yeah,
Tyrion,
it's just called a commission. It doesn't actually.
or
and also it doesn't.
being funded.
Yeah.
Imagine you're trying to make something, and you get
Yeah.
funded by a group of people.
Also, it just doesn't matter because
I think
it's
Tyrion
not
Cuthbert's a conspiracy, honestly.
Tyrion Cuthbert is a conspiracy.
Yeah, the whole game is a conspiracy.
That's true. It was funded.
It was crowdfunded.
Oh,
It was a conspiracy by those people.
The crowd was funding it,
The
and the
crowd
crowd wanted
funded
something.
it. Yeah, honestly, it couldn't be beautiful. It was
It
crowdfunded.
couldn't be beautiful. Yeah, no. The
Okay,
I don't know
yeah,
what it means beautiful, but
I'm being glib because there's a difference between the upper class, the powerful class, the people in power funding something versus a bunch of random people funding something. I'm being glib, but why are we assuming that the funding is coming from a place of conspiracy? Why aren't
Also,
we
what-
assuming that it's coming from a place of I'm commissioning this or I'm just funding
also
this person?
why are we saying this is a nobility or commoner thing? The commoners have absolutely nothing to do with necrotic blight.
Yeah, that's true. They can't even
Commoners
learn it.
literally can't learn it. It's got nothing to do with them. This
So-
is a noble against noble thing.
Yeah.
Even if you're saying there's
Yeah.
stigma against it, it's a noble on noble thing. So it's not really any of our business. I won't lie.
Also, in addition to that,
Like the commoners should be against the violation of their human rights that would come
yeah.
from necromancy
You know
being
what else
commonplace for the nobility.
you know what else is a conspiracy? The ruling class funding things is a conspiracy now. So, Wallace Nightgrave being allowed to join the academy under a sponsorship is a conspiracy.
Conspiracy. That is true because
Well,
that is
that
just
benefits the commoners though, so that's the difference. Oh wait, hold on a second. Corin Bloomvale creating stigma against people being able to point at you and kill you is benefiting the commoners because
Yep.
they can't learn necrotic blight and self-defense, as Spikey just said.
yeah. The commoners should be against this because they will be the ones getting violated by the nobility using that, and they can't learn it. So you're basically saying, I bet the nobility paid him off so that they would have less power over the common folk. What?
But it stopped people from, but it created a stigma around necromancy. False. Menace.
Yep.
Vivify. And more, probably. Because
I'll grant you that it's likely he played into harmful stereotypes about necromancers,
Oh, yeah.
but I'm sure that it was just an unfortunate mistake.
oh, the harmful stereotypes about domestic terrorists with bump stocks.
Yeah. I don't know.
Well, I think, it's harmful stereotype. No,
That harmful
it's someone
you know that
being
harmful stereotype about people bringing bombs into airports?
Yeah, that's such a harmful stereotype.
I mean, like, sometimes they just want to bring a bomb. Like, what the fuck are you talking about?
Yeah, necromancer isn't like a direct set of a person, right? You're only a necromancer for doing a thing. Like when we're making that analogy, we really should be saying harmful stereotypes about terrorists.
Yeah.
Or harmful stereotypes about serial killers.
Yeah,
It's like
it's
you
not a
aren't
harmful
one
stereotype.
until you do something bad.
Yeah. I
You're
don't know
not a
what
serial
he's trying to say.
No one's born a serial killer. But if you go out and kill a bunch of people, now you're a serial killer. So you can't at that point be like, oh man, people are making mean stereotypes about me killing people.
I'll grant you,
bloody killed people.
I'll grant you, it's likely he played into some harmful stereotypes about people on the files, but You know, probably just an unfortunate mistake. I'm sure there are historical records that will notice many good deeds and contributions to society.
Oh, we've already seen the best one. It's called it's called wait, what is it actually called? Wraithbound. It's called Wraithbound. Wraithbound is a good deed and contribution to society.
Yeah, he made people more aware of the terrible violation of human rights that the nobility could do.
And created literature that created a work of literature that persisted for confirmed centuries.
Yeah.
That puts him on the same tier as Shakespeare.
Yeah, I mean, well, actually, if we're talking about, his many good deeds and contributions to society, he gives a shit. Shakespeare didn't do anything good for anyone ever.
He did. He wrote those amazing plays. That is a contribution to society. That's just amazing
plays, but he's saying good deeds and he's doing good. Like, we're just straw manning. Oh, you have to do a good deed now. Well, no, you don't have to save a puppy or whatever.
I guess not.
He's
Are we not classing good art as a good contribution to society?
I would class that as a good contribution, but he's clearly not. So, if we're saying it's not, then no.
Oh yeah, because he's separating contributions to society and good deeds from the fact that he created Wraithbound in the first place, which was high quality enough literature to have persisted for centuries.
So I'm just like, okay, well, actually find me a writer who has done good things for society.
Yeah,
I actually don't think there's
artists contribute to society by creating art.
They create art.
That's what artists do.
Like, what next are we going to go, oh, well, Einstein never made any art.
He never made any art, so he wasn't, like, cool.
Yeah, well, he doesn't need to. He did what he did for society.
His society contribution is doing his thing.
Yep. Maybe if I show Wallace that, he'll understand that he wasn't all bad. Wallace is an absolute fucking mental case.
Why do we care about Wallace's opinion?
I don't care about Wallace's opinion. This guy's a nutjob who literally thinks that learning how to fully mind control people's corpses is somehow morally not evil.
He learned the spell himself. What purpose could you possibly okay,
I don't know what the fuck he's doing at that the cemetery late at night.
Yeah, goddamn.
What the fuck is he doing with the corpses? I don't know.
Is a funny thing, right? So mend wounds is according to what's her face, Valerie, is like so easy that people learn it in their first class. Probably hyperbole. Probably they learn it over the course of like a month, maybe. But what I'm trying to say with this is he knows Mend Wounds and he knows Vivify. Those cannot be the only two spells in the Theurgy class. It can't be that you learn Mend Wounds and then spend the rest of the year learning Vivify.
Yep.
So instead of taking the time out of his day to learn Puppet Corpse and Point Kill, he maybe should have been learning more healing magic.
Yeah.
Just a thought. Mr. totally wants to create more healing magic for the world.
He's just going to the cemetery and making him do the spooky, scary skeleton dance. Looked over to her. She was already shuffling towards the entrance of the library. Alright, let's just go.
Woohoo!
She barely acknowledged me. She flung open the doors to the library and ran inside.
I don't know why she was so, anti-Corin Bloomvale anyway.
Yeah, why does she care?
It's just Wallace that has that opinion, and,
did we all forget these two?
Yeah.
The subject of the case. These two.
Yeah.
That's just bad. Those are bad. I'll keep saying that until the fucking... I will literally just keep saying that, full stop. Those two are bad.
Oh yeah, they absolutely are.
That's it. By the time I entered the library, she was already sitting at a table, her eyes glued to the unpublished manuscript. She was sitting on the floor, as is the appropriate way to sit. Is Miriam Frager... You think Miriam Frager's a little bit poor?
What, why? Because she's got
She's got chairs in her room. Ugh. Fucking chairs.
Oh no, she's got chairs.
Pretty grim. Alright, where to start? Ah, here we go. Corin Bloomvale's autobiography. 1 hour later. Fuck off, you're getting through an autobiography. This is coming from a man who spent, fucking days of his life reading autobiographies about people for fucking A-level English. Absolutely fucking no way you're done in an hour.
It's a quick autobiography.
No. The quick autobiographies are 600 pages. I'm not having this shit. Those things are so boring. So much time.
No, we need one of those SpongeBob gags 1 hour later. And then, it cuts back and he's still on it. So it's
Another hour later.
Like, genuinely, I'm getting worked up about this because I spent so long reading those and they're so fucking boring because it's just, well, I mean, it's usually not, I haven't seen that many autobiographies. I've seen a lot of biographies, but like,
Yeah.
they're so annoyingly in depth.
Why would you, like,
Autobiography?
why would you, like, sell yourself out in an autobiography anyway?
What do you mean sell yourself out?
Like, I mean, so he's going to come out and be like, oh my god, it's all true. He was
Oh yeah.
paid off. Why would I do that to myself?
Anyway, I got paid by the nobility.
Yeah, I got paid by the nobility. It was all bullshit, honestly. Oh, that hour flew by. I still couldn't finish. Oh my god, how many books did you get? You're making it worse, Celeste. Yeah, look away, look away.
Yeah, my anger vein is actually increasing in size.
I think I can see it.
Like, I'm genuinely like fuming.
You're gonna have an aneurysm.
I'm fuming. He was a Steelwind, Celeste. Well,
what?
the Steelwinds are inherently evil.
Shut up!
Yeah, true. He wasn't just paid by the nobility, he was of the nobility.
Was that in the historical records?
No, it's all one giant
Why
conspiracy.
wouldn't he be? Why wouldn't he be? We're
Yeah.
in the Middle Ages.
We're in the Middle Ages.
Do you really like the only people?
Celeste,
The only people at
Can
the
you
time.
read and write?
The only people at the time and resources to make art were people who were already well off enough that they didn't need to do anything.
Yeah.
Why wouldn't he be noble? Why would you? This was centuries ago, mind.
Yeah, this was centuries ago. There's no way commoners are going to have...
Which, by the way, we're dangerously close to mages even being a concept centuries ago.
What are you even doing if you're... What are you actually doing if you're a commoner and you're learning how to read and write?
Yeah, what are you doing it for?
What
And
are
you're
you
not
doing
going
it
to be
for?
able. You're not going to be able to sit down and write an entire book.
Imagine that.
You've got to work the fields.
you write
You've got to construct the buildings. You got to.
Bro's out here going, oh, let me just write this book. I'm just sitting there, I'm like, are you going to fucking repair my shoes or not? It's just like, no, let me just write this next chapter. I've got a really good idea for it. Like, wow, great. Can I see it? Oh,
Like,
yeah, I just remembered.
historically-
I can't read!
Historically, the people making art were mostly nobility, or otherwise were just came from families that were rich.
Yeah. A sign, even directions. A sign doesn't need to say much to work out what it's saying.
Yeah.
If you can read this way to York, you can read this way to York. Then you can't read Shakespeare. You'll still go, huh?
Yeah.
Found his old submissions to writing competitions that he'd made under his original name. There's writing competitions?
There were writing competitions back
Damn.
then.
The prose he used back then matches his style too closely. Tyrion has apparently fucking 4 years of knowledge in formal writing education. I still can't do that shit, and I went through fucking 5.
I'd also like to mention that this isn't just any... the prose he used back then matches his style too closely. Prose from centuries ago, man.
Yeah.
The language is going to be so different. You're not going to be able to...
That's what I mean. Like, I cannot... It's hard to fucking distinguish modern writers.
Yeah. Let alone old writers.
It's like, old writers, this guy's literally a prodigy. Like, what are you
And
doing
let's-
being a defense attorney?
Like it's one step away from saying, "Hey, I have some texts in another language. Can
Yeah.
you sort them by who wrote them?" No, you can't. It's in another language, and this is one step away from that. Because if you're telling me that a random layperson would just read Shakespeare and be like, "Okay, I understand everything that's going on here,"
It's like, they make you do that at the A level,
that's crazy.
And it's so hard. It's just like, you have to be using 100% of your brain to be like, what style is this supposed to be? And especially when they're like, oh, write like this guy. What are you talking about?
Well, let's get back to it. Let's clear this case before we get... Or rather, let's get to the trial segment before we finish, you know?
Yeah. Some of these submissions even contain story elements that he later used and polished in Wraithbound. He what? He rinsed and repeated some story elements?
Well, it was for a competition.
What?
How did you even...
His real name was Lorenzo Steelwind. Born in the year 208. Centuries ago. 208.
Centuries
So
ago.
it's like 400 something, presumably.
But we already told what it was. It's 300 and something.
Is it?
Yeah, I think they said that. Maybe it is 400 and something and I'm tweaking.
He deserted the army and was disowned by his family, but they paid him off, Celeste.
Why would they pay him
Why
off
would
after
pay
they
him off if
disowned
disowned
him?
Sounds like he has a. That sounds like he has a reason to not like his family.
Yeah.
He wouldn't accept the bribe. They saw that the masses liked his writing.
So hold on a second. Hold on a second.
The masses? Who the fuck are these masses in the year 200 who can read?
Yeah.
Genuinely, where are they getting this education from?
Yeah, the masses in 200 shouldn't be reading.
They shouldn't be reading.
So there's another problem with what he said there, by the way. So can you log it so I can double check? Yeah, he deserted the army and was disowned by his family, but they paid him off, Celeste. So like you said, they didn't like his... He has reason to not like his family. So since he has reason to not like his family, what does that mean for the... what does that mean for the... his family? Well, he wrote about people... He wrote about a certain group of people in order to make people dislike that certain group of people.
Yeah.
So you know what that means? The Steel Winds were necromancers.
Yeah. Like, you know. They corrupted him. They used his artistry as a weapon to turn the public against necromancers.
That must have been what turned people against necromancers. Not the
Yeah,
fact that they
definitely.
are doing evil spells.
Yeah, I reckon it was that. And he just went with it. They dangled his inheritance in front of him like a carrot on a stick. They can't give him his inheritance
Yeah, they disowned him.
if he's disowned.
Like you're either disowned or you're not.
He's either disowned or he's not. Did they disown him and then say, hey, we'll readopt you?
Yeah.
We'll undisown you. Like, that's... Disowning is a pretty hard political thing to do. It's really annoying.
Tyrion, what in the actual hell? We've only been here for an hour.
When the actual hell.
What? That was way too modern, Celeste. Don't do that.
Also, we've only been here for an hour. Yeah, don't remind me. Don't remind me. I know, if I just had more time, I could find enough evidence to prove this once
What's
and
it
for all.
all doing here?
I don't know.
What's all this fiction doing at the bloody library
Yeah.
for learning magic spells?
And biographies on random people, apparently.
Yeah.
Sure, if I can take a few more hours to...
What? Tyrion, no! Wallace's trial is tomorrow morning.
Scared Lord, how could I forget?
It's fine, let's just...
He grabs his tinfoil hat and stuffs it back into his back pocket. Wallace will want to hear about what I found!
Okay, whatever, let's just go home.
Naught could remain concealed, Celeste!
Sure, Tyrion, you did great. Good job.
Naught could remain concealed. What would I give? Would the angels take me instead? Or, experience.
I think, honestly, his...
Why
Is that what he says when the enhanced eye comes on?
Yeah, naught could remain concealed.
Oh, I thought he says not can remain, or not will, or shall, or something like that.
so-
Could is kind of weird in that.
Naught could remain... Oh, yeah.
Isn't that
it's
weird?
false.
He's doing it right now.
No, maybe he does say naught can remain concealed, but, like, I don't know, he said could, because... I actually don't know. I don't know.
It's a funny moment, but like you're really not going to sell me on the fact that
It should be playing the Goofy Arg theme there.
Yeah, it was playing the objection theme as like the Goofy theme.
Yeah.
Because it's like Tyrion thinks that he's doing some crazy like logic bullshit here, and Celeste's just being like, Tyrion,
What are you doing?
Tyrion, chill out. Tyrion, chill out. Chill out, Tyrion.
Tyrion, chill out.
Okay, you did good work. You can almost hear her patting him on the head
Give him a cookie, yeah.
and giving him a cookie, saying, "Okay, now let's go home." You know, but like the problem is, you're not going to sell me on the idea that the necromancers shouldn't be stigmatized, because that magic should be stigmatized.
I mean, well...
It's evil magic. You know, there are things in this world that we have outlawed because we decided they were too evil.
Yeah.
You know, things like mustard gas, biological weapons, torture. Like, we've
Yeah, we say
decided
no
that
to those.
We say no to those things, not just arbitrarily because we don't like torturers and biological weapon users.
We're being rude to torturers,
We're being
man.
so mean to the torturers and the biological weapon users. No, we do it because the effects that these have on people are too detrimental to allow them to continue to exist in an unsanctioned way.
Yep. Like this.
Like necrotic blight and animate corpse.
Which,
That's
might I
what's been
mind you,
decided.
which might I remind you, would have no fucking reason for the commoners to think anything of that. Because that's magic
Yep, they
that only
can't learn
nobles can do.
Only nobles can do it in the first place.
It's unimportant to them. If not, it's important that they don't let them have that.
It really is the case. Like, I genuinely think if this shit existed in real life, if necrotic blight existed in real life, and all these spells from this game, if all this whole magic system existed in real life, I would be out there for the protests for for people who were trying to un-outlaw like Necrotic Blight or Animate Corpse. I would be out there saying, yo, you can't legalize that shit.
Well, yeah, I mean, it's, you know.
I would be out here thanking my lucky stars that people in the past had already
Well, as I said before, I think
criminalized.
I think it
those
absolutely
spells.
could cause society to collapse. I mean, like, you know, the nobles would all of a
The
sudden.
nobles are still the primary users of magic.
Not to mention the nobles would actually then become even more godlike.
Exactly.
Because then they'd be even more so like okay, we only have one child, and we just like.
Yeah.
Because basically whoever draws first wins.
Yeah.
So you just get the ruling caste, who are just the people who know it.
So
until one day where everyone where all the countries end up fighting each other with their necrotic blight users, and you get the God King,
yeah,
who is the one guy who can just wave his hand and obliterate armies. Oh wait, Lucius Steelwind.
Oh yeah, but Tyrion's out here being like, oh, I used to think that the nobles would always just win. So I think they should be allowed to have necrotic blight.
Yeah, I think they should.
Like,
it's a bit much to like. They should be allowed necrotic blight again. It's a bit much to take that away from them.
Because
the signature, you know.
The nobles are still the primary users of magic. We've seen that time and time again because the commoners who use magic are still always assumed to just be bastard children.
Yeah.
What?
I know, I wouldn't believe it if I hadn't seen all the pieces there myself.
That makes so much sense. The Steelwinds have always seen the necromancers, whoever they are, as a threat to their power.
Which noble house are they from?
Yeah.
Because they're from a noble house, full stop. So, who were they? The hidden fifth noble house?
You know,
fifth pillar family?
It makes absolutely no sense to say that, my man.
Yeah.
When necromancy is a school just like any other. You don't have to be born a necromancer. You just learn necrotic blight. Yeah. Why would the military house not want to learn necrotic blight? Corin Bloomvale made that to stop them from having that power.
Yeah.
Guys, to think that Bloomvale was originally a part of their family.
Yeah, originally, and then disinherited, disowned, and shunted out of their family.
Yeah.
So it's probably going to have quite a bit of, stigma towards them. And not be willing to work with them. Which means he's more likely to not actually care. I know, right? It's cruelly insane when you think about it.
Guys, focus! Well, this is on trial for murder right now. Oh, yeah.
Sorry, I don't know what came over me. I don't know what came over you either. After I quit you, do you want to talk more about what I found?
Yes! Alright, don't lose that confidence, I guess. Well, I guess we call it.
Yeah.
Because we've entered the trial.
To the trial. Bloody hell. Bit rude. They were just nattering. They were just nattering about while everyone was going into the courtroom. That's crazy.
Yeah. Well, that's about it for now. Thanks so very much for watching. Next week we will of course be continuing this trial, probably finishing it, considering trial segments are usually shorter. Yeah, and of course tomorrow we have our Fire Emblem 3 Hopes stream between the hours of 7 and 11 PM BST. This stream is of course same time next week. But yeah, that's about it. Thanks again for watching. Like the video if you like the video. Subscribe if you want to see more. Drop comments down saying random stories that you want overanalyzed. And also
if you can find a use for Animate Corpse to be actually morally useful.
And also for reviewing videos and the like of that have already analyzed this. I'll prep this for next time, honestly.
Valid.
But yeah, that's all. That's all we have for now. So yeah, see you later.